It's just been what I've done and what I've known, and fortunate enough now to be the head coach, and I'm thankful to have this opportunity. I love the job that I have, and like you said, it's one that I've been a part of for a long time.
So what does it mean now that you're seeing these kids, like your upperclassmen have now been, with you and your system, as you as the head coach? How rewarding has that been? Because you even had them probably when they were younger.
Yeah, it's I kind of went through a weird transition there with these guys that are seniors. Kind of got transitioned out of junior high back to high school before I became head coach. So there's a little bit of a lull there, but like you said, our juniors now will be the first class that I've had for 4 years. So it's been a lot of fun to watch them. And I say them, it's us. I came in with crazy ideas and, crazy slogans and core values and things like that. And we've all bought in, and we've bought in together. And it's been very rewarding to, just to see all this time that we spend with them pay off. And like I said, couldn't ask. And I know Coach Lowry would probably echo the same thing, but, I just couldn't ask for better kids to be around. And, having 2 sons in the program now as well, and, their buddies. And it's just a tight-knit group all the way around, really all the way down to 3rd and 4th grade now. So, it's to your point, it's been rewarding. And like I said, it's something that I'm thankful to have the opportunity to do.
And, Coach Lowry will echo this too. We actually spend about a minute each week, and we talk about our youth program because he is so integral in that, being out there. How important is it for you as the head coach to be down on those lower levels now that you are the big guy?
I think it's a huge deal, and I know Coach Lowry's, heavily involved there. Our paths cross quite a bit on Saturdays, and of course, with my ties at West Washington, I know that. But and of course, I'm in the elementary, so I've seen this for years, even before I was head coach. To be in the elementary and to see the impact that our players have on the younger levels, and even our coaches have. So for me, I think it's super important, especially for us. And I know Coach Lowry would also, say this. You want to preach your scheme, and you want to teach technique, and that's fine, and we do that. But at the same time, like, I take a lot of pride, and our coaches take a lot of pride, and it's been really nice, and I guess rewarding, for lack of a better word, to see our youth league coaches and youth league families buy into our core values, our love, effort, attitude, and discipline. And those are things that our 3rd and 4th graders hear almost on a daily basis at practice. And then we wear it. It's on our gear. It's on our campus. It's everywhere. So I'm thankful to have a lot of great people involved all the way down to those levels that have really bought in and helped out with this.
Well, establishing a culture, it definitely helps you, especially even when you're in tough times. That's something that you look at a successful program. I know you'll probably agree, is that if you've got a good culture, it's going to get you through the tough times, and it's also going to help you get to a lot of those good times also.
Yeah, I know. You've been on the other end of this, so you've heard people say things about, riding the good times through the highs and riding the tough times through the lows. And when you have things that are instilled, and for us, those 4 core values, love, effort, attitude, and discipline, don't ever change. They don't go away. One's not any more important than the other. They're always there, all 4 of them. And like you said, you do lean on them. You lean on them when times are tough, and you try to use them to get through those tough times, and then you celebrate them when things are going well.
So, Coach, you're going to do the Washington County 2-step, I'm going to call it, over the next 2 weeks. I know that you got some Sunday dinners over at the Reeser House too, probably. So you're going to be spending way too much time in Washington County here. I know you got us first, followed by the Black and Gold the week after. But what are you anticipating out of us?
Well, and I can, I guess, triple down if that's the thing. We scrimmage Pekin, so we can all love you. So. I do have a lot of Washington County ties there, but first and foremost, West Washington is well coached. They do a great job there, and I've said this for a week now. They're great at what they do, And, I can only hope, and I tell our kids this, I tell our coaches this, that, I hope coaches like Coach Lowry and, in a week, Coach Blessing and whoever we're playing, I hope those coaches at some point say the same thing about us, whether that's now, whether that's in a year, 2 years, whatever. I hope that they say the same thing, that we're just good at what we do. And West Washington is no different. Kenton Chase is a great athlete, does a great job of running the offense. And, West Washington year in and year out is strong up front, has a great line on both sides of the ball. So it's going to be a tough test for us. And it's a test that's really not significantly different from a week ago at Paoli. And, the only difference now is kind of who they want the ball in the hands of. And, a week ago it was, get it to the fullback, and now it's, maybe not let anyone else touch it. So it's going to be a tough test for us. And, again, that goes back to the job that Coach Lowry and his staff have done, and as hard as their kids play.
And that's one of the things. This season is a roller coaster. And the great thing about, high school football compared to, college football, where, we had some big upsets last week, and people are saying, in Baton Rouge and down in Clemson that, their season's over. You can take a loss and you can still, your goal is still in sight, So when you go with the high school athletes like that, is there ever, do you find yourself, you talk about physically coaching kids, but do you also have to kind of, coach them mentally?
Well, I think a good answer to that would be, I have a lot less hair than I used to, and I carry a lot more weight than I used to. So, it's tough. But at the same time for us, that goes back to our first core value. I love our kids, even when the days are tough, and even when you've preached something for days or even weeks or even months sometimes, and they still do it wrong. They're still, that's the thing that people forget about. And I don't like sitting in the bleachers, but I have done it a few times. And, people forget about that, sitting in the bleachers. These kids don't want to make mistakes, and these kids don't want to let people down. And it doesn't matter where you're at. They don't want to do that. And that makes it tough too, because, we all make mistakes, and you tend to make a little bit more when you're somewhere in that 14 to 18-year-old range, and then they make those mistakes, and it does, like to your point, it does kind of feel like the world comes down on them, and people come down on them, coaches and teammates come down on them, and that makes that's a whole nother aspect, like you said, to the mental game of making it tougher, because you don't want to see kids, be down on themselves, and you don't want to see kids beat up, and so it's tough. But again, we try to lean on, like I said, we love our kids, and we tell them we love them as soft or as odd as that may sound, coming from a football coach. That's just how things are here, and that's the way they're going to be as long as they have me around.
It's that elementary teacher influence. I'm an administrator, so I can I work primarily in elementary, so I can see that kind of bleeds through there. So, by the way, I'll make sure to make sure a first grade teacher gets a hard time from me there. I'll make so. I
appreciate that.
And we also need to talk to that quarterbacks coach we have about losing hair and gaining weight there, because he's still looking pretty slim, and he's still got a pretty good head of hair.
Well, he's got something figured out, because I don't. So, and I don't work with our quarterbacks as much, so maybe that's what it is.
Maybe that's what it is. I can only imagine the conversations and the amount of flag football games that go on in that house, especially on the weekends and stuff like that. Coach, I always like to ask some fun questions. When we to kind of end the interview, we've been kind of hitting at college football there. I'm going to ask Coach Lowry the same question. Do you have a favorite college football tradition?
Oh, tradition. Wow. Well, I've been to Notre Dame once. So, and I say that I've been to a game once. It's hard to not go with walking down the stairs out of Notre Dame's locker room and hitting that sign, because I did that. So that one's pretty tough, but I'm gonna maybe lean more towards we would like to hope someday that people refer to our home field as Death Valley again, and Clemson's intro is pretty awesome coming down that hill. I know I'm not nearly athletic enough to do that, and that would end very ugly on my part, but entrances like that are I would just maybe go with that in general. I think about Oklahoma and the the schooner or the wagon, or and then of course I don't know if Deion Sanders still runs out with a Buffalo or drives a Bentley, or I don't know what they do, but I just think those like home field intros that you don't see those in the NFL. So I'm gonna have to lean towards just the way college teams take the field.
And that's something that I hope that high school stadiums aren't filled to the capacity that college stadiums are. But man, I tell you what, get out to small communities like ours and over there in French Lick and West Baden. I tell you what, it's something special, because you get there, you can hear it. I had some friends that were driving by our game last year that were over at the resort, and they said, "What on God's green earth is going on over there?" And I said, "A heck of a football game." So it's always there, that we have. It's with high school, it kind of changes a little bit there, but college football, I was asked that. I'll save my joke for the Coach Lowry interview. But I will say the one that I think that was really awesome that I saw lately is Virginia Tech. How they come out to Enter Sandman is pretty cool viral video.
Absolutely, and that's, like I said, I just think you can lump so many of those into that. The different walks that they have from locker room to stadium or meeting room to stadium, whatever they're doing. I just think that like that's the ultimate, kind of pregame pump up kind of deal that you don't get in really any other sport, let alone going from college to the pros or anything like that.
Well, Coach Lowe, this may not be the last time we talk this year. Hopefully we meet up in a sectional championship game of sorts. I hope we don't meet each other till then as we go down the line there. But I appreciate you taking time with us here on West Washington Livestream. And thank you so much again. And I'll make sure, like I said, to give all those people in your family a hard time during my daily job here.
I appreciate that. And like I said, anytime anyone wants to, they extend that invitation to meet up in a sectional championship, we would gladly take that opportunity. And I would even venture to say we would even graciously come back to West Washington if it meant playing for a sectional championship. And appreciate you guys, taking the time out to talk and, let us talk about our kids.
Your brother-in-law once told me, God rest his soul, he said, "I would play in Antarctica for a semi-state championship. I will go anywhere," is what he told me. And so we were pretty stoked when I said that. I still remember that. So hopefully we do meet up again. And Coach, thank you again. And I'm going to throw it back to Craig in the booth. So thank you guys so much. Welcome to West Washington Livestream. I'm Brad Mills, and I'm joined here by head coach Jeremy Lowry. Coach, thanks for joining us for week number 4.
Yeah. Wow.
It goes by quick. We sit here in a blink of an eye, and we're on week 4. So we start off conference with a big win last Friday night. We were able to get it in one day, which is always a plus. On a beautiful night, we got another beautiful night coming up here, and against a great Springs Valley team. What are you thinking from what you've just seen from them on tape, but also what you've gathered throughout the years with them?
Springs Valley's a very well. They're a talented football team. They have some explosive players. We are going to definitely have to bring our A game. We're going to have to play very disciplined Senator football. I think we were able to do that again last Friday versus Mitchell. We have made some mistakes in executing the game plan at times. But I tell you what, our team has been very fundamentally sound. We've done a great job taking care of the football. We've done a great job limiting penalties. And we continue to do that, and it's going to be really good for the Senators.
When you bring up that there's, when somebody makes a mistake, during a game, are you the first guy there, or does it go to how does that downflow? Does it go directly to you first, then they go talk to a coach, or is there sometimes you're like, hey, do not talk to me and go talk to your coach, or?
It's all situational. It's that kind of goes down in different levels depending on the exact mistake that was made and things like that. But bottom line is, we talk to our kids, and I don't know if we've talked about it on the radio show or not, but we're not going to be perfect. And we're not going to ask our kids to be perfect. We're never going to do that. We're going to prepare hard. We're going to go out. We're going to play with a ton of energy and excitement, and we're going to play fundamentally sound football. There's going to be mistakes in the middle of all that. That's part of playing football. There's never been a perfect football game played, and there never will be. And we don't want our kids out there fearing of a mistake. We want our kids out there wanting to make plays.
And that's something, you bring up. We were talking before we went on the air about, just that mentality, that avoiding those mental things, but also, not just mistakes, but, when bad things happen, not making those dumb choices out there. That's something that you feed it. You've basically gotten their DNA here at West Washington. Hey, we play a certain brand of football. This is how we hold ourselves. This is how we contain ourselves. And when you do that, do you ever find yourself against when you're in the heat of battle there with the kids, like pulling them, trying to get somebody clear their head for a play just so they can, hey, get your mind right and get back in there?
Yeah, absolutely. We talk culture and we talk foundation a lot with our football team, and it is who we are and it's what we're made of. We talk a lot about character and all those things in our culture. That at the end of the day, that all those things equal the easiest word to come to is character. And, you can't build character in one day. You can't build character in 2 days. It's something that's got to be built from day one, and we're going to rely on that character. And it showed up in a lot of football games for us this year, and I believe it will continue to show up because our kids do things the right way, and we're proud of them for that. And, we always want them to have great skill, and we always want them to have great focus, and we always want them to play with confidence. But at the end of the day, if you're praying for things, the thing I pray for every night is that our kids have character, because at the end of the day, that's what will carry us.
That transitions you more into life. We'll sit here throughout our career and probably have, for maybe one NFL player that we send, we probably have thousands upon thousands that are members of society. And, as educators, I know you'll agree with me, that's what we want, is we want good members of society to go on there. Coach, we look at so much going on. We're finally playing at home. It's been a long road go out of here. So you're playing at home. Is there anything, change, like you'll, for you, do you get to go home right after school, or do you run home, or do you stay, or are you somebody you're straight down there in the locker room the whole time? What are you doing up to that point other than pacing back and forth probably in your office?
Yeah, I stay regardless. There's plenty of stuff that I can find myself to do, between high school football, junior high football, youth football. There's always something to work on down there. And so I'll just stick around and try to stay as productive, as busy as possible all the way up till the kids start arriving. And then, we have a tape period. And then after they all get taped up, then we start our meeting. Yeah. And then once our meeting starts, then it's, everything's scheduled out all the way till kickoff with pregame and different things that we have going on before the kickoff. So it's pretty structured. It keeps you pretty busy. It keeps you it keeps your mind kind of where it needs to be, but not going overboard and dwelling on things. I think that's important. I think it's important to enjoy the process. I think it's important not to dwell on things. Yeah. At the end of the day, we put a plan together on Sunday. Yeah. We presented that plan to our kids on Monday. We've gone all week working on the things that we feel like are the important points of that plan. And Friday, we're just going to go out and play the game. And that's what we got to do. And, home, away, or whatever. I've really enjoyed the season so far this year. I've enjoyed going to Eastern, and I've enjoyed going to Clarksville twice. And I've enjoyed going to Mitchell because
that's a shorter drive.
Yeah, that's why we do what we do. Yeah, we do. And the day that I stop enjoying it, I think, is the day that it's time to hang it up. And at this point, I'm nowhere near wanting to do anything but that, but enjoy watching our kids play football, enjoy watching them get better. And, that's what it's all about. Leading into that, you talk about getting better. That's the other thing that really excites me about our football team, and I know I've talked about it, is we have a very high ceiling. Like there are a ton of things we can get better at as far as playing the game of football. But I'm super proud of our kids. I'm super proud of how they go about themselves every week, and I know we're going to get better at those things. So that excites me.
I tell you what, one of the things that really excited me was talking about getting better was the defense, especially on last Friday night coming up. Especially there was a couple big fourth downs. I know I was not there. I was listening on the radio. I'm willing to bet you sprinted pretty hard across the field when you got that stop right there before second half, the end of the first half. How good was it to see that defense play like they did?
Yeah, it's exciting. When a team gets inside the 5-yard line and they have 4 downs to score, and your defense comes up big, it's always exciting. The one right before half, as time expired, you're right. I couldn't get to the locker room any quicker than what I did. And it's just juice. It's a big momentum play for your defense. It's a huge confidence builder. And then late in the game, in the fourth quarter, they were able to do it again. And then the other impressive deal with that is we had to run offense from the half-yard line. Yeah. We also did that with our backup quarterback. Yep. So there's a couple things that you work on in your situational football. One is, it's all about the ball. First and foremost, you got to take care of the football. Most important thing at the end of the play is that we still have the ball. The second deal is you want to get at least one first down. If you can get one first down, then you've at least given your punt team some room to work. We were able to do that. We were able to get a couple first downs. We were also able to punt the ball, and come to find out with really great execution out of Colin Cameron, really nice hustle play. They muffed the punt, recovered it, and it turned out to be a 50-plus gain for the Senators, and that's exciting. We've talked about a lot of situational stuff we do today. Thursdays are our day that we do a lot of those things, and running out the clock, what we call our 4-minute offense is big. Backed up against the end zone, starting to drive, that's a big one. Our 2-minute game. There's a lot of things we work on, and those things have showed up a lot this year, and that's encouraging when those things show up, because it's reinforcement to your kids. Mm-hmm. It's reinforcement that we're practicing with purpose, that we're not out there just doing things to do things, that there's a reason why we work on the things we work on.
And that makes it so much rewarding for everybody involved. Coach, we get into our season's going, but college football just started. I know you've been involved in college football. I asked Coach Lowe this question too. Do you have a favorite college football tradition that you see with college football? I know you've been around. If you don't know, Coach Lowry was Texas born, and then spent some time up by a little school by South Bend. So I'd like to hear the answers. What's some of your favorite college football traditions?
I love, growing up in Texas, I love all the 12th man traditions at Texas A&M. I think that's pretty cool. The fact that they stand, the cadets stand through the entire game. Tradition is that there's a walk-on player that is on their kickoff team every year that represents the 12th man, someone from the student body that had to make the football team. I think that's pretty awesome. I think that's a pretty cool one. Of course, them moving when I was around 15 up to South Bend, obviously there is a certain buzz in the air in South Bend on game day that's pretty unrivaled. Got to witness a lot of great football games there, and
the bus there?
Eventually.
Eventually, I was trying to figure out
the early years. You had your Tim Brown and your Rocket Ismail, your Tony Rice, Zorage. Wow. A lot of great players. Was fortunate to live in that area when that program was really rolling, and the Lou Holtz era, and obviously seen a lot of great football. And when I think of college football, I think of those Saturday afternoons in South Bend.
I tell you, hopefully Coach doesn't punch me for saying this, but my favorite one. I'm a Michigan guy, so I like Michigan. But I always say, like, watching the Notre Dame fans get really hyped up for the season than watching them lose. I like watching them because I went that. I had a roommate from South Bend. He would get so hyped up, and I would watch and just watch the expression fall of his face as like a Florida State or like a Boston College would defeat them. And so I always give a hard time. It's always like every year it's like he's like, it's our year, and I'm like, okay, go ahead, bud. But that's all right. I'm a Ball State Cardinal. We don't have much to cheer about. Although we play Georgia this week. We're a part of the SEC now, so we start off week 1 in Kentucky. Now we're at Georgia, so
nice.
A lot of fun there. And we talked about your time at Western, just the great campus there and just beautiful. It's funny. I'm going to encourage some people, if you get a chance to go out on some Saturdays, it doesn't have to be one of these big schools. You can go even some around here. It's a great atmosphere. And you see, especially here in Indiana, you can go see a lot of guys who played high school football here in Indiana and get to experience them.
Yeah, there's a ton of great venues very close to us. Of course, IU, that's a short drive. That's always a fun atmosphere there. Franklin College, incredible atmosphere there. Like you said, I encourage people to go watch and see actually the level of play that even happens at the D3 schools. Really great football. Hanover, great place to catch a game. U of L, very close to us, another great place to watch a game. Lexington on game day,
Yeah.
super great buzz, great college town to go follow football games at. So yeah, we're blessed. There's a lot of places. If somebody wants to go watch a game on Saturday, there's plenty of places that you can go and find a ticket and see some really great football in some really great venues.
And speaking of great football and a great venue, the Senators are going to be home tonight. I'm so excited that when you guys hear this, you'll see us on our home field. And know Coach Lowry will be. He'll be a lot closer getting home to his bed to sleep that night. So when he finally winds down after a long one. But, Coach, thank you as always for joining us.
Yeah, we're excited, and we expect to play really well tonight, and we just want to go out and play really, really disciplined Senator football.
Thanks so much. We're going to go back to the Bubba and Craig.
All right, back here live at Art Sanders Field. That's kind of a rarity. We haven't been able to say that this year. So the first time here at Art Sanders Field, the Senators finally return home here for our first home contest of the season against the Springs Valley Blackhawks, a team that the Senators were able to defeat last year in the game over there. And it kind of turned our season, I felt like, last year. That win against Valley was huge. I don't think going into it, a lot of people expected us to win. Kind of a similar situation here tonight. Most of the predictors out there, John Harrell website, they've all got Valley picked to win this game. But I think the Senators are going to have something to say about that tonight as we come in here undefeated on the season and taking on a good Springs Valley team. So really the first true test of a team that's got some wins. Valley comes in at 2-1 on the season. So should be a good football game here tonight. Weather couldn't be any better for football as a great crowd is shuffled in here at Art Sanders Field. The grill's going. It's just so nice to be back home, Coach Mills, back here to Art Sanders Field.
It's just glad to be back in the booth. Rumors of my demise have been greatly exaggerated. I am here. Well, it feels like it has been, though, Bubba. I think the writer's strike wasn't even started before we began this season on the road. So we are here now, and it feels great to be at Art Sanders Field. And you know what? The naysayers, most of the local sports books are in French Lick anyway. So I'm going to say they're going to go with the home team there. So it's going to be a great atmosphere tonight. Hopefully the Senators can kind of do that. If you heard that interview with Coach Lowry, he is jacked and ready to go. And I know that big dominating performance last week over at Mitchell is definitely going to hopefully show through here tonight. And the Senators are going to, they're going to give it their all, and they're going to not leave anything on the field.
No, absolutely not. And, Valley just comes in. I was looking at their roster and also listened a little bit to your, the interview with Coach Lowe. And, they're an athletic team. I mean, they've got some pieces that really look good. Of course, we're going to have another battle of the cousins here Connor Chase, the quarterback for the Blackhawks, and Kenton Chase here, the Senator play caller. Two cousins that are going to battle it out. Kenton getting the win last year. I'm sure Connor would like nothing better to come in here and give Kenton his first defeat. But, you look at Valley down the line, they have got some kids that are really talented. I look at the Land kid, number 21. I really like 34, Laren Childers. I like 43, Xander Cook, but I understand that he's not going to play tonight. I noticed he was not dressed down there on the field before the game.
And I think that may be 2 years in a row he's not played against us.
He's out for this game anyway. And then I really like Jaheim Hamilton, number 18, the receiver. He goes up and gets the ball, and if they can get it to him, he's a piece of their puzzle offensively that, if things get clicking for them, he's another player that you can kind of circle on your roster to do big things for them. I think, we talked a little bit prior, I think West Washington, Kenton has been kind of our bell cow to speak as far as running the football, passing the football. He's done just about everything. He punts the football. I think he carries the water out here before the game.
He doesn't kick.
He doesn't kick this year because we had Hunt has come in and took over those duties. But I think for the Senators, we talked about our keys to the game. I guess whenever we're ready, we can go ahead and pull those up. But
sweet, beautiful graphic there.
Yes, that graphic will show you here, and this is definitely our keys to the game here tonight. Once again, our turnovers. Whoever wins a turnover battle usually. I know Coach Lowry likes to be +2 in that category, and usually when you are, you stand a good chance to win the football game. I think one thing that we have to improve on here tonight will be our tackling. We've not got down, not broke down a lot of times and missed some tackles that we should have gotten, especially from our linebacking core. I think that's going to be something that's huge here tonight. And then number 3, I think, may be the most important. We got to have some balance on offense. We've got to have somebody besides Kenton really get untracked a little bit. And we've seen different guys have some spots of brilliance, in that. And I just feel like that we've got to get Tyler Miller, Grayson McCoy, Hudson Crest. Those guys have got to get going a little bit for us. We need a balanced attack on offense, and I think the key to that is getting several different guys involved, and hopefully, all 3 or 4 of them can have a big game here tonight.
And, one of the key things they talked about was making sure that the run game outside of Kenton is something that needs to be established.
Right.
Hudson last week was hit so many times in the backfield that he really could never get his feet going and momentum, the big mo we talk about. Hudson is a game changer when he gets broke, but he's got to get free.
He's got to get outside.
So we see that, you're not able to go east and west, a lot in varsity football unless you're super fast. But, you have to have that little bit of a cut, and you have to have that ability. And that does fall on the line. Mr. Akers and I were in the 2019-2020 season there. It was big. Our line made everybody look. I could have rushed for 1,000 yards behind that line.
Well.
Okay, 500.
Okay, maybe 500.
500.
All right. But, no, you're right. And that's where it all starts. And I think there have been some assignments that we've missed up front, in our blocking schemes that have hurt us at times. But, we have played some big lines to this point, as far as the other teams are concerned. Eastern was huge up front. Clarksville had some big kids up front. Mitchell had some big kids up front. I think that may be an area this year or in this game, where we may have a little bit of an advantage. I was looking at their roster and their starting line. They start number 73, Casey Jones. He's 5'9", 231. Ethan Parker, 68, 6 foot, 247. Jonas Hamilton, 5'9", 197. Tristan Edwards, 5'9", 187. And Tegan Rominger at center is 213 and 5'10". So, our line, size-wise, should have a little bit of an advantage there. And if we can get some kind of push and get those running backs a yard or two, like you said, Hudson, he's one of those kids where he's got to get a step or two. If he gets a step or two, look out. And I think Grayson's the same way, and Tyler also out of the backfield. So, we've just got to do our job here tonight. I know Coach Lowry preaches that. you know, everybody has to do their job in order for us to win. And I think if we do, you know, I like our chances in this game. You know, I was kind of surprised at some of the picks like we were talking about that, you know, there were several people picking Valley to win this game. But, you know, we've got to come in here and take care of our own self. You know, you can talk about it till you're blue in the face. You got to control the controllables, and that's something that we've got to control ourselves, take care of ourselves. Don't turn the ball over. If we can do that, I think we're in pretty good shape here tonight.
Yeah, you know, they are who they say they are. I mean, that's, you know, who we thought they are, and we know they are. There's this thin line between being respected and feared. And the deal is that both these teams have respect for each other. They don't fear each other. And in the game of football, that's something that you'll see that's going to be huge tonight.
Well, in Valley, you know, they circled this game. You know, when Philip Bousman was here, the late, great Philip Bousman, you know, he never lost to Valley.
Yeah.
And, you know, that was something that was just a thorn in their side. They just had a hard time beating West Washington, and they didn't during that era. Now, they got us pretty good here 2 years ago in Coach Lowry's first season. You know, put it on us pretty good. But then last year, like I said, I felt like that game in Week 4 was the deciding factor in our season. And I think our kids were younger, and I think our kids understood that, you know, hey, we can go out and beat anybody. Because on paper, if you looked at it, they were way more skilled than we were. They had a lot bigger line, which they graduated a lot of to their seniors that were on the line. But, you know, I think that was a game that changed things for us. We kind of got going after that. Yes, Paoli come in here and put it on us the next week. But then after that, we kind of found ourselves and got going. And, you know, if you're going to compete in this conference, you know, you're going to have to win these games. And, you know, we've got one win under our belt with Mitchell. And, you know, coming in here, we want to vie for that conference crown. And, you know, in order to do that, we got to take care of business here tonight against Springs Valley. And, you know, I think the Senators are definitely up for the task here tonight with about 12 minutes left to go here on our pregame clock. We want to thank everyone for tuning in with us. Thank all our sponsors again for bringing us this. Raymond James, our pregame show sponsor. Washington County Community Foundation, Lynx Clothing and Shoes, Eddie Gilstrap Motors in Salem, United Producers Incorporated. Let's see, who else we got? Coach Akers is pulling.
We got Lynx
Michael
Clothing.
Long. Yeah, we got Lynx. I mentioned them. And then we got a new one with the Community Foundation, I forget what it's Youth Prevention Council also bringing it to us here tonight. So I want to thank all them. Now, I keep forgetting. How can I forget Ryan Batt? Ryan Bat Farms have jumped on board as well, so we appreciate them. Grill's fired up down there. We got a lot of people here tonight.
Yeah.
A good crowd here in the house.
Got a lot of cheerleaders. It's my daughter is somewhere out
Oh,
here.
yeah, it's cheer clinic night.
Trying to find my daughter as we speak. Apparently she ran away from my wife. So
Yeah, she probably didn't go too far.
that's what I'm hoping.
We'll find her anyway. So, but just a lot of good things going on here tonight. The choir's out to sing the national anthem here shortly. So, just a great night of football here at Art Sanders Field, and we're just so looking forward to it and our broadcast here on West Washington live stream and WWSR. We're going to take a quick break, hear a word from one of our sponsors, and continue on with our pregame here on your home for Senator Sports, WWSR and West Washington live stream.
Expertise, resources, commitment. At Sullivan Financial, we offer a team approach to financial planning, offering you a broader scope of expertise than you will likely find in any one person. Clients are our main priority, which is why we work to understand your unique circumstances and ultimately create a distinctive plan that provides a roadmap for your financial journey. Located in Mitchell, Indiana, they can be reached at 812-849-2670. That's 812-849-2670.
All right, back here live at Art Sanders Field here in Camelsburg as the crowd continues to shuffle in here to the stadium. Great crowd here on the home side, as we knew we would have Valley people shuffling in as well. So just a great atmosphere here tonight for high school
Beautiful
football.
weather, 75 degrees. We got some clouds. I heard it was supposed to be cloudy, and instead we got this beautiful. The Lord has got us a ton of sunshine here.
Yes, he sure took care of us here tonight.
And the
This is
field looks
great,
gorgeous.
Great
and
football weather.
If I don't know if Landon is listening, Landon Holloway is listening right now. We got the logo out there with the little LH there in the middle for him. We're thinking about him. It's his birthday today.
Yes, it is. Happy birthday to Landon. I've even got on my Landon shirt.
Oh, there you go.
I drug that out, went to Lynx, got that. They've sold a ton of them, and some of that, those proceeds, all those proceeds go to Landon and his family to fight his fight for him. And Landon's a fighter, so. Our thoughts and prayers out to him and his family as he continues this fight and carries on here. He was a big part of this football team, and we sorely miss him. But
I miss giving him a hard time every day at lunch. It's, honestly, it's what I used to.
Great kid.
Great kid. So and a great family there. So hopefully this is a nice little distraction for him here. I bet he's on pins and needles during this time as I was. Not being able to be here the past 2 weeks. So that's something you want to see. This is family. It says the thing what you have on that shirt. In this family nobody fights alone,
yep.
And that's something that's big. So
a lot of truth to that out here, and you don't realize that until you're a part of it. I just am so glad to be a part of it, glad to be here, and glad to bring the game to you here tonight once again as both teams have returned to their locker rooms for their final pregame speeches, I'm sure. And I'm sure Coach Lowry had one dialed up. He was on cloud nine at 9 o'clock this morning when I talked to him. So
it's a big conference game. It's a big conference game, Bubba, because you've got to go through the gauntlet of going to Paoli, of going to Perry Central, to get to one of your goals. And this is that, it's just one of those other, stones you need right there in your Infinity Gauntlet to keep going. Keep it going. Keep that dream alive. You don't want to give that up. And that's something. That's what you hear in his voice. I mean, that's something. That's the passion you have. They're not going to give up because they're going to just drive. And today, that's something. If I want to see something out of a state, I want to see what happens when something doesn't go right for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
If something, I want to see. Do we have that grit? Because last year we had that.
Yeah.
It showed. In that game, there was some times where things could have went bad, but it didn't, and it kind of set that tone for the rest of the season.
Yeah, and like I've said a couple times already tonight, I think that was the game that kind of turned our season.
Yeah.
And from that point forward, yes, the next week we took a shellacking from Paoli. But, we got them next week. That game going on tonight, another game with big implications down at Perry Central as Paoli travels down there. So we'll keep our eye on that one as well.
But the big one right here is the one in front of us. That's what you got to –
this is the one we're worried about. Take care of the controllables, like we said.
Yeah.
Got to take care of yourself first, and the other games, it doesn't really matter. So
I wonder as we go through here tonight, we're going to see, if Ken Chase, we talk about them keying in on him, Bubba. I wonder how the air attack will work with Valley, because they're going to drop back into cover two.
Sure,
they're going to have that. They're going to have the athletes back there that can basically sit on an island and make those plays. Because then you don't have to worry. You're just not going to beat a man. You gotta beat the whole scheme of it. So that'll be something interesting to see for them.
Well, and like I said, I think that's a big key for us tonight. We've got to get a lot of people involved offensively, in order to put points on the board. And I think, we can't just rely on one guy to carry us. And, we've got to get a good mix of offensive plays to make that happen. And I think there's some things that I seen when I watched a little film with Valley that are open. One of those, I like the short passes in the flat. There are guys, like you said, are in cover two that play off a little bit, so I think that's open all night long if we can connect with that and get guys open. So we're going to take a break here at the National Anthem. We'll come back with our final comments here in the pregame on your home for Senator Sports, West Washington live stream and WWSR.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, back here live at Art Sanders Field. Happy birthday to Landon Holloway. And if the Senators don't have enough to play for, that's enough right there. I'm sure his teammates want to get this win.
And they're going to
him.
sing it to him right now, so they're going to sing.
Yes, they're singing it now in the press box here to Landon, his birthday this evening, and just a great kid, and we just wish him the best. So the Senators about ready to return here to the field as both teams have went into the locker rooms, and we're coming out here shortly, about 2.5 minutes left here in the pregame before we get this one underway here at Art Sanders Field. Lots of stuff going on here. Grill fired up. The little cheerleaders in the house. Did you ever find your daughter?
The wife said that she was located, and now she is. We may have to break out that leash thing. They have at Disney. Inside versus outside here. When you're working the school, your boys did that too probably.
Oh yeah,
you had to find them somewhere around their school when they were younger.
Yeah, they didn't stray too far usually.
Yeah.
They were usually I could find them somewhere where there was food.
Yes.
If you can find them near the food, that's usually where they're at. So the Senators return as they come back to the sideline here and get ready for this contest here tonight. The 12 seniors on this football team trying to be special, and that's something that Coach Lowry talks about. And it all starts again here tonight, one game at a time. Spring Valley Blackhawks up first here next for the Senators. So teams returning now. Spring Valley coming back out onto the field as well, as the Senators have made their way out and ready to get this thing underway here, as the officials will come over and get the captains, and we'll get this thing started here this evening. So the officials are set out there at midfield, as we're about ready for the coin toss to find out how this one's going to get underway here this evening on a beautiful night here in Campbellsburg.
Breaking down a lot of the games that you saw and what Valley has, looking at tape, they had the Orange Bowl last week, and that's not only Labor Day weekend, the Orange Bowl over at Paley, that's a big one. They've had some missteps in the past few years. I don't know the last time that they may have beaten Paley. It may have been a very long time ago. I don't know.
It's been a few years, I think, when I was looking at that.
Maybe that
last week, but that is a big game, and Paoli was able to come out there with the win, and I'm sure for Valley this is a game that could turn their season.
Yeah.
So they want to come in
here.
Well,
and this is a sectional opponent too.
Yep.
So
a little revenge here for the Blackhawks off of last year's win by the Senators, as the captains will meet there at midfield as they march their way out there to get this thing and find out how this one's going to get
Senators
started.
wearing those blue jerseys for the first time all year with white numbers with red trim and those sweet silver pants and silver helmet. Valley wearing their black helmets with the SV on one side and the white and black. I'm just glad they don't look like the Iowa Hawkeyes. That would be,
they don't have the Hawkeye helmet.
No.
So the captains shake hands there at midfield. The referee getting them together here to find out how this one will get started here this evening. So he goes over a few instructions with them, and 12 minutes go up on the clock as we're about ready for the kickoff here from Art Sanders Field.
All right, so Coach Lowry last week had the high jump, and I also heard he had quite the sprint going into halftime too, he said. So
yes.
He was the fastest guy. So
he did.
I've also saw him throw stuff, so he's like the decathlete for us there. Valley has won
They
and declined.
won. They declined, so the Senators will get the ball first, which I think is very important for us.
Yep.
You know, if we can come out here and get some points on the board right off the bat, I think that's huge for the Senators. So the Senators will receive. Valley will kick towards the south end zone here, so we're ready to get this thing going here as the Senators captains return to the sideline and get their players ready to go here. So return unit will take the field first, and Valley will kick off as we get this game started.
Valley graduated a very good kicker last year. He's playing at the University of Indianapolis right
Yes.
now. So that, being said, they've always been a very good special teams team when I've played them. So it would not be out of the realm of possibility for something a little crazy to go on the first play here.
Yeah, it looks like number 34 will do the kicking duties for them. That's Laren Childers, the running back defensive end for Springs Valley, a senior. As the Senators drop a couple guys back deep, looks like number 8 Hudson Kress along with number 33 Grayson McCoy will drop back there to receive this kick from Childers. As we'll get this game underway here in the first quarter, the Blackhawks and the Senators.
Here we go.
We're ready to go here in this PLAC contest.
Week 4, baby. Let's go.
Childers with the kick. It's a line drive kick fielded by the up man. He picks it up,
Yep.
and they say he kneeled down. That was Tyler Miller, so he kneeled right there at the 20, and that's where the Senators will start. 1st and 10 on their own 20 as we get this game underway here, and the Senator offense will come out here for the first time tonight as Valley will set their defense.
Senators going to be starting. They're almost as good. That kick was almost as good as one kicking it right in the end zone there. Puts it right at the 20 there. So I think it's about the 21 is what we're going to mark it here.
That's where they'll spot it, and here we go, 1st and 10. Kenton Chase will break the huddle, come to the line, eye in the backfield. 4-4 defense shown by Valley as Kenton will go under center to take this first snap. Long count, he'll take it, turn, hand it off to fullback through the middle, and he takes it right up the gut for a first down as Hudson Kress got untracked there, and that's what we talked about. If he gets a little seam, he can carry the football, and he picks up 12 yards on first down. Good for 1st and 10 now, all the way up at the 32-yard line. Kenton will go back under center, kind of a hurry-up offense here for West Washington. He'll bark the signals. Now he'll check to the sideline. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line is where they spotted it down.
I just
So
realized
they'll take it.
they got it right there. Yep.
Turn, hand it off again. It goes to Kress. He gets high tackled
Yeah.
around the neck there, but brings him down, and not before he picked up 6 yards.
Casey Jones, number 73 there for the Blackhawks, kind of just got him around a Russian headlock and
Yeah,
pulled him down.
takes it out to the 42-yard line, so it'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Senators here at the 42, their own 42-yard line. And we found something there in the middle. It looks like we're
And that's the hurry up
yeah.
to where they're not, they're not
they
able
don't
to
have time to set and adjust. So, yeah, we've done a good job with that. Kenton will go under center here on 2nd down. Lone setback is Kress. He'll turn, he hands it off, and he gets hit. Somebody missed their block there as they come across. Number 8, Ian Robbins, comes across and sacks him back at about the original line of scrimmage. They'll spot it down right at the 46. So a loss of 5 yards on that carry by Hudson.
So that was just right there. That was a great he came right off the edge there, looking as the motion came from the backside. They saw that. There was something they saw on tape or something because he just went right there. And that's one of those plays you hope that you pick right. Maybe instead of giving it there, you take it up the middle or you go to the outside. It's going to be really those DNs for Valley to see which way they go if we're going to be able to get to the outside.
We'll split trips to the far side. Kenton now the shotgun. He'll take it, keep it himself. He's got a big seam. He gets to the outside, cuts around the block, tries to go wide. He's just running too much east and west, though.
Yeah.
He could have cut that up and got 7 yards, but he decided to bounce back to the outside, kind of ran into his own guy there, and he's going to not get any yardage out of that carry, so it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's actually 4th down there.
4th down now. Yeah, that was the 3rd down play. It was 3rd and 9, and Kenton only getting about a yard on that carry, so that's going to bring up a 4th down and a punting situation here as Kenton will drop back to punt the ball away from the 46 is where the snap will come. He'll stand back at about the 25, gets a good snap. The kick is off. It's a line drive kick, going to take a good bounce.
Oh, it's fly
and
ball!
he fumbled. The ball's loose.
Oh,
and
man.
Valley able to get it back, I believe.
The Senators are saying they got it, but it's going to be number 18 there for him coming up. That's going to be Jahai Hamilton.
Yeah, that's Hamilton, and he's quite the athlete. We talked about him in the pregame.
But James Walls better go thank Hamilton. He's going to owe him a burger
Yeah,
there.
that could have been the first turnover of the night, but Valley alertly gets on it at the 33-yard line, so that's where they'll start 1st and 10 with
and
their
that ball,
first
that ball
offensive
hung
possession.
for so long there. It just seemed like it did. And Valley on the wrong hash. They were lined up almost towards our sideline rather than on the hash.
So Valley will come out as they'll be led there by Connor Chase.
Oh, see, all kinds of stuff on the field.
Let's see what we're doing
Oh,
here.
that was where the spot was
Yeah,
for the ball.
got
Okay.
2 receivers, 1 wide to each side. Chase out of the shotgun as he'll stand back there to take the snap on 1st and 10.
Jackson can't give anything up short over there.
They'll check to the sideline now, and Chase will go back to work here as the play comes in. Snap will come here on 1st down. It does. They'll turn, hand it off in the backfield.
Childers.
It goes to Childers. He goes wide, got some running room. He's got a 1st down and more into Senator territory, all the way down to the 40-yard line.
And Bubba, I don't know, the outside linebacker there, Grayson McCoy, he was out wide. And then Jackson Cameron was also out wide, kind of in a track stance of sorts there as we were anticipating, trying to look at that. And I think we kind of just got caught real quick by somebody on a little motion there.
29 yards. He takes it into Senator territory at the 40. So they'll go 1st and 10 from there. Chase out of the shotgun, turns, hands it off to the wideout, number 31, the ball carrier there. That's Christian Hamilton, and he picks up about 6 yards down to the 34-yard line.
And we talk about that. That's got to be somebody's got to get through that. I said the defensive ends were key for Valley. That same goes for us on this, because if your defensive end can make that guy go a little further east and west, they're not able to get north and south and get more yards there.
Yeah, 2nd down and 4 now, and that's where our linebackers have got to
Yep.
come up quicker, and they just didn't get there. 2nd down and 4 now as Chase goes out of the gun once again. Receivers wide to each side as he'll take the snap here on 2nd down. It'll come. He'll keep it himself. He goes off tackle and splits through, gets into the secondary before he's brought down at about the 25. They'll mark it at the 24-yard line. So a gain of 10 there by the quarterback.
Bubba,
And
both teams trying to go with the same pace and kind of same game plan here of pounding the ground and pounding. But, the only problem was the Senators got a costly play there when they had a great chance for a 1st down. Now they're kind of having to retreat here.
Yeah, they went wide that time. Chase was able to cut it off tackle and pick up good yardage. So 1st and 10 at the 24. Snap will come out of the shotgun. It does. He'll keep it himself again, goes off tackle again, and finally tripped up as he crosses the 20-yard line down to about the 19. So a gain of 5 on that one once again by Chase.
And it's chipping away at that center defense. That's where we have to come up big, strong in the middle there. We say that all season you've got to be able to clog holes there.
2nd down and 5 now for the Blackhawks.
They're taking a little more time here, so we've got to be set. They're going to go with the T backfield there.
Split backs now for them. Chase in the backfield. 1 receiver wide to each side. Snap will come. He'll turn and hand it off. 2nd guy through, and he gets it down to about the 25-yard line. That's Hamilton, the ball carrier.
That should be enough for a 1st down. If not, he's
real close. If not, I think he got about no. They mark a 4-yard pickup there, so it'll be 3rd and 1 now. Down at the 15-yard line.
So this was one of those times last week against Mitchell that were really key in these big downs that we were able to kind of snuff them out here. So it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, we need something big to happen here. 3rd down and 1. Chase out of the gun once again. Snap comes. He'll turn.
Double handoff.
Handoff. They go back the other way with Hamilton.
He's going to be – he fumbles it, and it's on the ground.
I
It
think
looks
we
like
got
the
the
Senators
ball
got
back,
it.
yes.
Hamilton got a little cute, and it cost him.
Excuse me. Yep.
And we
Senator
did.
Ball, yes.
And, wow.
Yeah,
Well,
we come up with it there out of that pile as Hamilton had the 1st down and was close to scoring. He got it down to about
and
the
he
5.
had a hole, and he kept going, and then that's when the hit came. Bubba, sometimes in that roulette wheel, 00's got to come up. So
Yep,
good.
so a big turnover there by the Blackhawks as they were moving the ball at will. and a fumble gives the Senators the
Now
ball back.
and now the Senators are no better. You gotta play tight here. You gotta make a play and do something because you cannot.
6-yard line is where we'll take it over. You're right, Coach. Got to get this thing out away from the end zone here.
We had too many men in the hole there. Almost got.
Tyler Miller coming out, so
Out.
we'll split one guy out wide, high in the backfield. Once again, as Kenton Chase will go under center, 1st and 10. He'll take the snap, turns, hands off middle. Nice run there as they get it out of the backfield.
Hunt
This
with
time, number 19, Hunt, the ball carrier,
He brings it up
as
to.
Gavin takes it up to about the 10. So
And that gives you a little bit of breathing room there, Bubba. You don't have to get it all in one, but you've got to get a little bit, which was kind of what Valley was doing there, and then you can break something big.
yeah, 2nd down and 6 now after the 4-yard pickup there by Hunt as he come in at fullback. They'll set up again now this time. Lone setback back there is Hudson Kress as Kenton will go under center to take this snap on 2nd down. He does, turns it, hands it off to Hudson. He takes it out to about the 14-yard line.
He got pounded by about 3 or 4 different defenders there. So he's going to have to.
So it's going to be short. He picks up about 4 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 2 now for the Senators at the 14-yard line. And a big 3rd down play here. Need to keep this drive going. Kenton Chase will go under center here. Kress behind him. He'll take it, turn, keeps it himself. He goes off tackle, that veer run, and he gets it out to the 20-yard line. Good for a 1st down. So Kenton gets it with his feet as he picks up 6 yards and a 1st and 10 now for the Senators at the 20. So a little breathing room there as they're able to convert. They spotted about the 19.
It was
So
just
it'll be
enough
1st
an
and
illusion
10.
there for the Valley defense. If you saw, they went real hard on that, and I had a pull right in my way, but I was like, and then all of a sudden Kenton's squirting out there. So
High in the backfield here on 1st down as Kenton goes back under center to take the snap. He will, turns, keeps it himself once again. Almost gets hit, but he cuts back up the middle, and a flag's going to come in. That's probably a hold.
yeah, anytime your quarterback's making 3 different cuts and his name's not Tim Tebow, you're probably got a hold there. He cut left. That's going to put us back, though. Now, the thing is, that's 1st down, so it'll be.
Took it out to the 24. It's a spot foul, so we'll see where they mark it off as the holding penalty comes in against the Senators.
5:22 here. We got no score here at I forgot the name of our field. How about that?
Art
Poor Art Sanders
Sanders
Field.
Field,
I've not been
yeah.
here so long.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
So they'll move it back. That's going to take it all the way back to about the 9-yard line. So a loss of about 11 on the hold because it's a spot foul. So it's going to be 1st and 19 now for the Senators back at their own 9. And here we're in the deep hole again. Just got to convert here. Got to get it all the way out to about the 29-yard line. So Kenton will go under center here on 1st down. He'll take the snap, turns, hands it off as it goes right in the middle, and he's stuffed right away.
Yeah.
Hunt, the ball carrier, as he got little to nothing on that carry.
Well, that's the Valley defense. Ken was not going to try to take that to the outside that time. So they stack enough in the box there and just get enough penetration to where if he even got the chance to get that out, it was going to be – they were going to hit him just as hard as they did Hunt there.
Well, they're stacking that middle after that first series, and we were able to run a few
Yeah.
times up the gut. Now they're kind of pinching down inside there. They've got the 2 defensive tackles shooting that A-gap, and they shut that one down right away. So 2nd down and 19. Kenton with the ball at the 9-yard line. He'll go under center, take the snap, drops back, wants to throw. He's got a man open down the center of the field, and he can't get to it as he tried to get it out there to Grayson McCoy. And that'll fall incomplete, the first pass of the night.
I do like that pass because the only person that was going to have a chance to get it was Grayson there. And it was going on a quick little post route there. And the best part about that was that it got enough air, but Ken was able to get the defenders to turn their backs, so there was going to be no chance for an interception.
You know, I talked about the flats. You know, they're
Yep.
real vulnerable. We could have,
Well,
maybe ran
and
a little.
that might set up something for later
Yeah, it
because
could.
then they see him running that again, and then those guys bite, and then you've got something
If
to
you look, there's 10 yards between the
Yep.
safety and the linebacker.
Yep.
So they'll go on 3rd down. Kenton will keep it himself, tries to get to the outside. Good stiff arm there. He breaks a corner. He's got a good run and pushed out of bounds at about the 20. So he got 9, almost 10 yards back. We'll call it a 10-yard pickup there by Kenton.
Great job by Layla Manship and Avery Brown there avoiding the hit. That's some of our great sideline
Actually, he
kids.
picks up about 12 yards, so it'll bring up a 4th and 8. But the
Yep.
Senators deep in their
Yep.
own territory at about the 21-yard line.
Grayson
Probably
McCoy
gonna
back
have
there to
punt
person.
away.
And remember, there was a lot of trouble last time on this punt, so James Walls is not going to let that happen again. But, if it's going to be the Yips, it's time to do it. Punt is up.
Good
It's
snap. It's a line drive kick. A good one. It's going to be fielded there. Number 15, the returner, Walls, and he brings it up to about the 40 where he's hit and brought down by a host of Senators there as they take him down right at about the 40-yard line. So
freshman Tristan Brown with a good hit there.
no score here in this one with 4:20 to go here in the first quarter. And the Blackhawks will take it over at their own 40-yard line, or at the Senator 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for Springs Valley here as they're trying to get their first points. Had it down there the last time, then they fumbled the ball away. And
Yeah, on that double handoff, which has killed us over the years. It's like runs, and it is one of the hardest things to do because you just kind of bite and then you.
Connor Chase out of the shotgun now on 1st down. The snap will come. He'll hand it off to Childers. Childers will try to go to the left. He breaks a tackle. And there again, we're just too high on the tackles. We have got to get down low and hit these guys in the legs. Childers is a big target.
And
He's
he was dead to
6'1",
rights.
224.
And he was dead to rights, though, Bubba, like you said, 3 yards behind the line there. But yet we can't make that. And that's where you at least, if you can't knock somebody down, you got to hold them and wait for the cavalry to come and help you out.
5-yard pickup. It'll bring up 2nd down and 5 from the 35-yard line for the Blackhawks as they'll go out of the gun once again. Chase back there waiting the snap.
Chase going to call his own number here.
It'll
probably.
come.
Nope.
He now hands it off Childers, and he comes off the right-hand side this time, a 1st down and more as he takes it all the way down to about the 24-yard line.
And they've been picking on the left side most of the night, and they came over to this side.
So a 9-yard pickup as Hayden Morrow comes up to make the hit for the Senators. 1st and 10 again for the Blackhawks, and they've played them pretty much the entire first quarter here on our side of the field as they've got it down to the 24-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 at the 24. Senator defense trying to hold here. Chase out of the gun, it comes. He'll keep it himself, cuts back up the middle, gets hit. But there again, too high on the tackle. We hit him.
We're trying to grab people and throw them, and that you can't do that with this team, Bubba. This is too big of.
8-yard pickup there by the quarterback as he just keeps it himself. So a gain of 8 yards on the carry. So 2nd down and 2 now.
So this is something our defensive line looks a little tired, Bubba, and that kind of concerns me because you see some of the body language up there that we're seeing. It's like they are like a little like gassed, and that's not a good thing here with 2:34 left in the first quarter.
Ball down at the 16-yard line. Snap will come. Chase will keep it himself. Tries to get outside. Another tackle we missed. Now we got him as they
that ball
string
came
him out.
out.
Yeah, and we got it back. They took it away.
We're going. That's a live play.
Yeah,
that's a live
ball.
play.
We
That's a
threw
live
it out.
play. That's a live.
Jackson Cameron at the 30.
Keep going, Jackson.
The 20. The
Keep
10.
going.
He's going to score on
No
the fumble.
whammies. No whammies.
Yeah, he took the ball away from the quarterback there and just scampered down the field. A 80 or 75-yard touchdown on the fumble recovery by Cameron.
Mr. Akers, can we roll that beautiful bean footage and see that replay?
So a TD by Cameron as he takes it on the fumble recovery, and he scores from 75 yards deep and takes it in to put the Senators on the board 6-0 here.
Touchdown is confirmed.
Finally confirmed.
2 minutes and 11 seconds after the play.
I don't think the officials knew what was going on.
We just kept playing, though. That's what you do.
And Jackson come out there with it, and he kind of stopped for a second, and then he thought, take off, because the ball never hit the ground. And he just took it away from the quarterback there, and Jackson with a very alert play.
Now here's a big extra point. I know there's a lot
These
of
are
stuff you got.
huge.
You have to take your breath. You have to get this off now. Valley's gassed. Probably.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So you got Hunt. You've got to get a good snap here, and you got to get it up and in.
Kick up and through here.
So
by
Jackson's
Hunt,
a little tired too, and he's got to make the hold. So
PAT looming here. 6-0. Senators snap comes. It's a high one. He gets a kick off, And
That was a
it's
line
good.
drive, but
He
it was
got
good.
it through. So 7-0 here. The Senators lead it with 2:11 to go here in the first quarter. We're going to take a break, catch our breath, and come back here. Just like Jackson, I'm out of breath just watching that play. So the Senators lead 7-0, 2:21 to go here in the first quarter.
In 2012, the Washington County Community Foundation began working on its next big initiative, Education Matters. The goal of Education Matters is to increase the educational attainment of adults residing in our county. The initial focus has centered on adults with some college and no degree. With the assistance of scholarships and a peer mentoring program, the foundation began helping adults return to college to complete their degree or obtain a certification in 2013. Realizing that strength lies in numbers, Washington County partnered with Clark, Floyd, Harrison, and Scott counties to create Education Matters Southern Indiana. This initiative continues to build.
All right, back here live at Art Sanders Field, the Senators with a 75-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown as Jackson Cameron stripped the ball and took it 75 yards to the house to put the Senators on the board. And what a momentum swing that is.
Now you can't give it back, though. That's
No.
the biggest thing right here. You got to have.
Valley really had the momentum in the first quarter, and just a big defensive play there by Cameron.
And we're still in the first quarter, which is crazy.
Kick by Hunt's going to be fielded down there. Oh, he's got a seam up
Yep.
the middle, and he finally gets hit and goes down. Number 33, Grayson McCoy, up to make the tackle.
And Christian Hamilton's got some speed, and thankfully somebody came through there and
Yes.
derailed him.
That was McCoy who made the tackle right at the 42-yard line. They'll spot it.
Bubba, sometimes your best offense is a good defense for you. So
This is the first time they've had the ball on their side of the
yeah,
50 the whole game. So Senator defense has got to play huge, and the defense has been out there almost all night. So, we score on that fumble recovery,
and
and
then
the
you go
defense
right back
out. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Blackhawks. Chase will go out of the gun. Receiver wide to each side. Childers back there with him. Snap will come. He'll hand it off to Childers. He'll try to go wide. Cuts back up tackle. Again, breaks a tackle. Gets 10 plus as he takes it all the way down to the Senator 45. A gain of 13 on the carry there by Childers. And you cannot hit him high. Here again,
the phrase rumbling, stumbling, bumbling, that's him.
the tackling has got to improve. And we talked about that in our pregame, as we're just giving up way too many yards after we hit the player.
So then he comes out, and see what they have is they have Christian Hamilton back there with a speed back, a change of pace back, and now they're going to go some twins over here to the right. So
Twins with Walls and Hamilton,
Yeah.
Jaheim Hamilton.
Jameem might be the man over here. Hamilton might be the guy over here they tried to take a shot with.
Chase out of the shotgun. He'll keep it himself. Now he just goes forward off tackle there. He gets hit, and a lot better job getting a hold of him, but he picks up about 4 yards up to about the 41-yard line.
And that's going to start thinking in Hamilton's head. He had the big fumble there. He gets hit. You start getting to a quarterback by making those hits on him over and over again. It can get to his psyche. So Childers gets his breath. He comes right back in. He's getting spelled by Augie
42, yeah.
Perkheiser. It's cool. Good football name.
Perkheiser, yeah.
Perkheiser.
Augie. So 2nd down and 6 now at the 41 for the Blackhawks. Connor Chase out of the shotgun, sets a man in motion, turns a reverse back the other way to Childers.
He makes a great
takes
cut.
it, makes a good cut, finally pushed out of bounds by Cameron right at the sticks as he got enough for the first down. So a gain there of 6, and it's 1st and 10 Valley as they continue to move the football here against this Senator defense.
And 39.9 left here in the first quarter is we're
gassed on defense.
gassed, I know, and that's the thing too. We need this. We need to make a stop here and get to the end of the quarter.
35-yard line's where they'll spot it. 1st and 10 for Valley with 39 seconds to go here in this first quarter of play. Connor Chase will go out of the gun. New set of downs here. 1st and 10. He'll take the snap, turn, hand it off. Guess who? Childers. He'll take it off the left-hand side and gets another good gain out of it. That three-man front for us well, our linebackers aren't filling, and when you're playing a three-man front, your linebackers got to come up and make the hit. And another 6-yard pickup there for Childers as it's 2nd down and 4 now, all the way down inside the 30 at the 29-yard line as he picks up 6.
That front line is like the foundation that we got to build here.
Now they go, still now 4-man front. Snap will come, they'll turn, hand it off, and that's going to be a motion penalty, I believe, against the Blackhawks. They had movement in the backfield.
So we got all kinds of, they're sitting here and encroachment on us.
Offsides.
Wow.
Oh, wow. I didn't see that.
I didn't see that either, and that's what I was, usually typically not pre-snap, but that's going to give them enough for a first down there. That's going to move the sticks.
Yep, so it'll be 1st and 10 as they'll move it down inside the 25 to about the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 there on the penalty against the Senator defense. Somebody may have just lined up offsides. We went to a 4-man front there.
Yeah. And somebody may have been over, when you get to that, when you change position, you don't look at where your helmet's at. And
right.
You're over.
So 1st and 10 at the 24 now for the Hawks. 5.4 seconds left here in this first quarter. They'll set a man in motion. They'll hand it to him. Hamilton around the end. He's got running room, cuts it back inside, and goes down at about the 6-yard line. And another first down on about a 16-yard pickup. So he gained 16, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. As we go to the second quarter here, Valley will have it 1st and 10 at about the Senator's 6-yard line.
You're listening.
United Producers, Inc. We are the largest livestock marketing company in the world. We currently have 17 auction markets and 23 direct buying stations across Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, Michigan, Tennessee, and Illinois. Our goal is to market your livestock to maximize your dollar while implementing animal safety procedures. To find your local market, visit our website at uproducers.com or contact Ryan Batt at 812-620-0769. Again, that is 812-620-0769. Farmer owned, farmer values.
All right, back here live as we start the second quarter of action. The ball spotted at about the 7-yard line. I said the 6 prior, but that's where Springs Valley will have it as they're knocking on the door once again. This is the 3rd time they've been in the red zone here of the Senators. The last time they were down there, they fumbled. Jackson Cameron able to return it 75 yards on that strip and took it to the house for the first score of the night. But Valley threatening now at the 7-yard line, 1st and goal for the Blackhawks.
And we've not been able to come over that middle and do anything. Right up, you've got to go man on man right there in the front and make something happen. So Senators are going to have to do that. It's going to be a heavy dose of Childers. If not, I think that Chase is going to keep it himself and follow Childers into the end zone here.
Well, that's how they'll line up, 1st and goal from the 7 as Chase will take the snap out of the gun. It'll come, he'll turn, hand it off. Childers, the ball carrier, he's got a seam, and he's going to score off the right side. So he takes it in for the first score for Valley tonight. A 7-yard pickup and a TD here. So 7-6 now. The Blackhawks within a point here as
and they're going to go for 2 here.
Yeah, I don't know that they've got much of a kicker. I didn't see much out there before, but big hole there in that Senator defense that time. So they were able to take it in. The PAT looming here for the Blackhawks trying to tie this thing up or take the lead. They're going to go for 2, as you mentioned, so they'll keep their offensive unit out there. Chase will go out of the gun. Childers back there with him. Snap will come here on the point after try. They'll give it Childers, same play. He walks in again. Our linebacker just stood there and watched him run into the end zone. We're not trying to fill it all, so we've got to get some offense or some defensive coverage there from our linebackers to stop that.
So with 11:55, the Blackhawks take an 8-7 lead here at Art Sanders Field. We're going to head to commercial. Thank you for listening to WWSR, the official home of West Washington football.
Is your ride not as reliable as it used to be? Eddie Gilstraps is the place to go. With 80 years in the auto industry, we know how to get things done. At Eddie Gilstrap Motors, we have an unbeaten level of commitment to buyers, unmatched customer service, a wide array of new and used inventory, and various financing options are just a few of the ways in which we serve our customers. Give us a call at 877-227-9421. That's 877-227-9421, or just visit our website.
So back here live, Art Sanders Field, the Blackhawks take a 1-point lead here, 8-7, as Childers took it in from 7 yards out for the score and then tacked on the 2-point conversion. He'll also kick off here as we put the ball back in play, as he will kick it back over to the Senators. Look out for a short kick here as they line up to onside, and they do, as it goes to the guy in the front line, and he recovers it right at the 47-yard line on the short kick there by Springs Valley. So we'll have it 1st and 10 from our own 47-yard line as the offense will come back out here for the Senators. And Springs Valley with a 1-point lead here, leading 8-7 as we 11:54 yet to go here in the first half. So the Senators will bring the offense back out. The defense will get a much-needed rest here. As they come back out, Kenton Chase will go under center. Hudson Crest behind him in the backfield. As the snap will come on 1st down. It does. He turns, hands it off. It goes to Crest. Straight dive there right up the middle as he crosses the 50 down to about the 49-yard line of the Blackhawks. So
this is a huge position, Bubba, because you want to, A, give your defense some rest. B, you want to make a quality one because Valley gets the second half kickoff.
Yes,
and
you got to go down and score.
Yeah,
here.
and third, you got to feel like your offense can do something here.
Yep, 2nd down and 6 now on that 4-yard pickup on 1st down by Crest. As they'll break the huddle, come to the line. Kenton will go back under center here. Crest behind him. Snap will come. They'll go back to Hudson. He'll cut back the other way. Got a seam up the middle and almost breaks it as Hamilton gets a hand on him. 1st down as he takes it all the way down to the 33-yard line. So a good run there of 17 yards by Hudson.
I know you're Mr. Youth Football Coach. You like that ball security right there as soon as he started feeling
Yes, he done a very good job covering it up. PBS we used to call it, personal ball security, and he took care of it there on that one. So 1st and 10 for the Senators into Valley territory at the 33-yard line. Kenton will go under center, eye in the backfield this time, turns, hands it off. Tyler Miller, the ball carrier, as he dives down to about the 30-yard line. Couple-yard pickup there by Miller.
Looks like Jonas Hammond there on the tackle, kind of cutting him short there. But, those are the hard yards you get. Childers makes it look easy, but, it's going to be, Tyler's got to get those yards too because it seems like there is a hole on each side there for both teams to attack.
2nd down and 8 now for West Washington as they'll come back in with the play from the sideline. Kenton will break the huddle. They'll come to the line. Lone setback with Kenton in the backfield is Hudson Crest as he'll go under center. Will Chase to take the snap. He turns, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, cuts back up the middle and gets met right at the line of scrimmage. A couple big guys in there, number 72, Mav Terrence, to come up and make the first hit for Springs Valley, so no gain on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 8 now at the 31 for West Washington. This might be where I try that little pass to Grayson McCoy.
Grayson and Kidden just called something to the sideline there, begging for something, so let's see what we got here.
So we'll set up here at the 31, 3rd down and about 8 for the Senators. Snap will come on 3rd down. It does. Kenton drops back. Now an option. They'll pitch it to Crest. He'll try to go wide. Come back up the middle, and he got hit by Tegan Rominger right at the 30-yard line, so no gain on the play again. May have got a yard.
He knocked him so hard I think Trey Rominger over at Paley kind of hit him.
So it'll be 4th and 7 now at the 30 for West Washington. We'll see what they do here in Valley territory at the 30.
I like the fake on that and then hitting some in the flats like you talked about there.
Well, we haven't tried it yet, and I think it's got to come at some point because they're starting to key a little bit on the run. They know it's coming.
You got Grayson versus Chase over there.
Yes. And trips to the far side.
Grayson is he's just wide open
Kenton
here.
Will take it. He drops back. He's got pressure. He's got time. He throws a pretty good ball out there. Going to McCoy makes the grab.
He makes the grab and he dragged the feet.
He says out of bounds. Out of bounds.
Oh, man.
At about the 11-yard line. So Kenton trying to
That's
throw
great.
it down there to McCoy. It was a good throw, but
Great
I
ball.
still think we're going a little deep with it.
Yeah, I'd like to see that about 5 or 6 yards, and then you don't have to get like that. You know, we call it throwing off your back foot. You can kind of step forward a little bit as a quarterback and deliver that with some umph on it.
So they'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30 after the incompletion. Turnover on downs by the Senator, and the defense is back out there with 8:40 to go here in the first half. Valley with a 1-point lead, 8-7 here. And this is a big defensive
Yep.
series here for us. We got to get a stop. We need a 3 and out here. So they'll shuffle some people around. Shotgun formation as Connor Chase will stand back there with number 34 Childers. Snap will come. They'll fake the handoff. He'll keep it himself. Will Chase cuts back up the middle, gets hit. Finally drug down from behind as the Senators get to him there. Number 76, Everett Rocky, to make the tackle, but not before Chase was able to pick up 6 yards, so it'll be 2nd down and 4. 36-yard line is where they'll spot it. So a 2nd down and 4 now for the Blackhawks as they'll go back to shotgun. Chase back there with Childers. Snap will come. They'll hand it off. It'll go to Childers. He'll cut it off tackle and into the secondary, still on his feet, rumbling, bumbling, and he takes it all the way up to the 50-yard line before he goes down just on the Senator side at the 49.
And that's where that grit of the linebackers has to be able to come up and make those hits. So that's going to be another big first down. That's a backbreaker when you get a 2nd or 3rd down, and then they hand it to the big Mike Allstott type guy back there, and he's just rumbling, stumbling, bumbling.
Yeah, 15-yard pickup there, so it'll be 1st and 10 in Senator territory at the 49. First down for the Blackhawks. Snap will come. They'll hand it off. It'll go wide this time. 31, the ball carrier, and a good tackle as we come up to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. May have even lost about a half yard. Nope, they're going to spot him right at the
2nd and 10 here with 7:25 left. Valley on the Senator side of Senator territory now, and they're going to take this, and they're going to start with a close formation, and they could break it up.
49-yard line. We're still not sad here on defense.
No. And they weren't set on offense either, so it's
a good thing. 2nd down and 10.
And they're looking
check
again
to the sideline.
Wow, this play clock's they got a lot on this play clock.
Snap will come here. It does. Chase will keep it himself. He tries to go the right side, gets a big hole out there, and there's going to be a penalty marker come in. That could be a hold. That'll be the first penalty of the night against Valley.
Yeah, so that'll push them back.
Holding, yes. That's a spot foul, so that's going to take it back to about the 45-yard line.
And, Bubba, for the first time all night, they're going to have a 2nd and long.
Yeah, we've not put them in bad situations all night, but that one there will help the Senator defense a little bit. It'll take it back to about the 46-yard line of Springs Valley, so it will be a 2nd down and about 16 now for the Blackhawks as they'll break the huddle and come to the line here with 6:51 to go in the first half. Springs Valley leading 8-7. Snap will come here. Chase out of the shotgun. It comes. He'll hand it off. Childers the ball carrier. Follows his blockers into the secondary. Got a big hole and finally brought down as we come up to make the hit. Once again, number 4, Hayden Morrow, back there at safety making the hit, and he picks up about 21 yards on the carry.
Childers resembling that giant boulder in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom there. Raiders Lost Ark, Raiders Lost Ark there, just rolling through the Senator D-line. He's got to find something there to stop him.
34-yard line now for the Blackhawks as the Senator defense trying to hold here. Snap will come. They'll hand it off. Childers again, right side, and another big hole. Still on his feet. He breaks a tackle.
He's going to go in.
Secondary, and he could score, and he will.
Oh, he dropped the ball. Oh, after he called it.
Yeah,
Wow.
come across I think he got it across the goal line.
Yeah. Hustle there. Hustle played by Zach Tussey there. Just seeing the ball coming out. It did for the call made.
So a 34-yard touchdown run there by the big fullback Childers. And that will make it 14-7 here with 6:07 to go in the first half. And the Senator defense reeling here. We're back on our heels as Childers has just ran at will, him and Chase both. They'll line up for 2 again here. And it wouldn't be surprised. Well, they took Childers out, so.
Oh, they're going to call a timeout, so they'll take him out now.
Call a timeout.
Yeah. So 14-7 with 6:07 left. We're going to take a quick timeout here. You listen to WWSR, the official home of West Washington Athletics.
Back here live, Valley with a timeout here with 6:07 to go in the first half as they take their first one of the night to talk over this 2-point conversion. They lead here 14-7 on a 34-yard scamper there by number 34, Laren Childers, the big fullback for the Hawks, and he gives them a 7-point lead here with 6:07 to go in this first half. And Senator defense going to have to find some answers here. I tell you, we're just not getting much out of our linebackers at all.
And that's where it has. It's that second level, Bubba. We've gotten to him at the first level a couple
times. We've
hit
him a couple times. We're not getting low on our first hit, but the linebackers have got to come up and fill. I mean, that's what you do. You read and you react at linebacker, and we're not reacting very well. That last time they ran the 2-point conversion, he just basically walked in. Our linebacker stood there and said, "Welcome to the end zone," as he rumbled in for the point after. So we'll see what they do here. New fullback out there, though, 42, Augie Perkheiser comes in, and he'll stand back there with Chase on this 2-point
Hamilton there, 31, is going to be the guy. And
they fake it. Chase will keep it himself, and
he's in. Right there.
He'll get it in. Yes, he does cover it. So the two-point conversion good, and it's 16-7 here with 6:07 to go in the first half, and the Senator defense still looking for answers here. Valley definitely has outproduced us on the offensive end.
And it's the hard yards they're getting. It's the hard yards, and those hard yards against a tired defense make you start to question yourself. You can't let that happen. Right now, the Senators, we talk about a gut check time. This is a big possession here. 6:07 left here before halftime.
You got time. You just got to go down and score here. I mean, that's all there is to it if you want to stay in this ball game, because they get the ball starting the third quarter, as the Senators will have to kick off to them as they deferred that first half coin toss. So return unit will come back out. Childers will come back out to kick it away here, as Valley with the 16-7 lead here in the second quarter. 6:07 to go here in this first half of play. They'll line up again. Looks like another short kick here by Childers as he's going to drop a little deeper.
He's going to angle this thing, it looks like.
Yeah. So we'll get the ball back in play. He'll approach this one, kicks it. It's kind of a short kick to the up man, and Titan Williams comes up and covers it right at the 41-yard line.
He kind of gave it away when he adjusted the ball, and you saw a stance there. So it's an onside that's not an onside kick. You try to catch somebody sleeping, use the speed that they have on that outside there. I think the Senators here, Hudson Cress is proven that he can get some runs going. But
yeah, they've kind of shored up their defense.
Yeah.
That's been the difference. They've adjusted. They're filling the holes with their linebackers, and we haven't on defense, and that's been the difference to this point. So we'll see what the Senators can do. 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line. Kenton will take the snap on first down, hand it off, just a straight dive up the middle, and Cress able to get about 5 yards as he brings it out to the 46-yard line.
He carried a majority of the Valley student body with him there.
So we'll bring up a 2nd down and 5 now for the Senators.
And I like that because that sets Kenton up better later on.
It does.
When he wants to hold.
You got to get some yards.
But you got to get those. I mean, that's what we saw the other chase on the other side.
I still feel like we're going to have to try to throw the ball a little bit to open up the run some, and we haven't tried anything much other than down the field. So they'll
tell you
go
what,
high in the backfield.
Towards Valley sideline, there's a big chance right now. If we
Snap
win
will
it.
come, they'll turn, hand it off, and he gets snuffed right at the line as he gets hit and goes down. We missed some blocks up front there.
And they stacked, and there was a stunt that was pulled there, and they were coming really hard there. That's what I was like really thinking about. But something over there towards her, which you don't, it's kind of a hard thing going towards the opponent's sideline. But something right there might have worked really well for them.
A 3rd and 7 now as they knock it back to the 44-yard line. A loss of 2 on that carry by Crest. So a big 3rd down here if you want to keep this drive going for the half. Going to have to come up with something. Hayden Morrow split out here wide to the near side. Eye in the backfield. They'll take the snap. Kenton runs the option. He's going to keep it, cuts back up, and he goes down right at about the 50. It's a nice open field tackle there by Perkheiser. And Kenton able to pick up about 5 yards. It looks like 6. About 5 yards on the carry there. So it'll be a 4th and 1 now for the Senators at the midfield marker. The 50-yard line is where they'll spot it. So 4th down and 1 here for West Washington. Big 4th down conversion here. Got to get this here. Don't want to give them the ball back. Snap will come. They'll turn, hand it off. Crest the ball carrier. He gets hit.
Yep.
He didn't get it. No, he did not.
And they're sitting here. Ken's trying to – he's trying – and let's see there. Yep, it's going to be a turnover on downs.
So nothing. The turnover on downs will come. And that'll give it back to – and they read that all the way. I'm surprised that we ran that because Kenton probably should have pulled the ball there. He tried to hand it off and just barely got the ball to Crest. So they'll take it over at the Senator 49, 1st and 10 for the Blackhawks, and you got to keep them out of the end zone here.
Yes, this is huge because you could get a 2-score change there, but we have to stop Childers, and it's going to have to be – it's got to start up front, and then we got to fill with our linebackers.
Snap will come on 1st down. Chase to keep it himself, cuts back up the middle there again. Too many yards as he dives forward for a gain of about 7. As he takes it down to about the 42-yard line. So a gain of 7 there by the quarterback, Connor Chase. It'll be 2nd down and 3. And once again, just no linebacker fill. I don't know what our backers are doing.
Yeah, it's like they're almost just standing in quicksand.
Look at the hole in the middle.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got 3 backers up there.
I'm running straight up there every time.
4 down linemen. The snap will come. Chase will keep it again. He tries to go wide this time. He'll get out there, and he gets hit, but not before he got a 1st down. Gain of about 4 there by Chase, so another 1st down for Valley as they'll move the chains, and the ball will be spotted down at the 37-yard line of West Washington, 1st and 10 with 3:23 to go here in the first half.
Bubba, you fill those spots, then you hear, some guys' names, and that's like, I think our linebackers are just not, they don't have the
they're just not coming up to fill. I mean, that's the bottom line.
Driving the legs like we need to drive somebody like that down.
Childers back in there with Chase
there he goes.
in the backfield.
Childers is getting the ball, Bubba.
Oh, I about guarantee it. 1st down and 10 now.
Right side.
For the Hawks. A snap will come. Nope, Chase keeps it himself. He'll go right side. This time a lot better job. J.G. Cruz gets up in there along with a couple other Senators, Everett Rocky there as well to make the hit. So
Zach Tussey in there on that.
No gain on the – they give him about 2 yards on the carry, so it'll be 2nd down and 8. The ball at the 36. As the Hawks will try to go again here with 2:54. 2nd down, Connor Chase out of the gun, sets a man in motion. That's Hamilton. He'll hand it to him. He tries to cut the corner. He does. 1st down and more into the secondary. Breaks the tackle and finally pushed out of bounds right at about the 21-yard line. So a gain of 15 there.
He is the lightning to Childers' thunder there, and he uses that to his extreme there. But when you tiptoe on the sidelines, there's always that chance you step out, and that's what happened.
1st and 10 with 2:41 to go at the 21 of West Washington. So this Senator defense been out there a long time, and
yes,
we're going to have to make some adjustments. I know Coach Gibson will at the half, but the linebackers is really what's getting us at this point. Not trying to point blame on anybody, but
it's what you see. They are the captains of the defense,
they're
though,
just
Bubba.
not filling. Snap will come. Childers the ball carrier. He'll take it right side, hit him high, and he's still on his feet. Finally, we get him down after he gets down to about the inside the 20 to about the 17-yard line.
Huge second down play here with 2:23 left. I believe both teams have 2 timeouts, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, gain of 4 there for Childers, so 2:15 to go, and it's second down and 6 now.
So he's coming out. They put 41 in there, Noah Allstott. He's only came in a couple times. We might watch that double handoff with Allstott to Hamilton here, because Hamilton's going to be in the backfield with Chase.
Yep, that's the way they'll set up, second down and 6. Snap will come here on second down. It does. Connor Chase will keep it, cuts back up the middle into the secondary again. And, we have to trip him up with a safety, and that's just not going to work. He's all the way down inside the 10 to about the 7-yard line, a gain of 10 on that one.
And that's what they keep marching down with 146 here. And Valley's just putting this there. They're going to try to stick this in with no time left to give us no time to try to chuck it down the field if we did get a stop. So they're going to try to score and then get the ball back here.
9-yard pickup, so first and goal now for the Blackhawks. And the center defense looking for a stop here. Chase out of the gun once again. Snap will come here. It does. He'll keep it himself. Tries to go the right side, and a lot better job. We got low on him that time as we come up to make the hit. And he might have got a yard or two down to about the 7.
Big thank you to our chain gang over there. I think it's Mr. Tankersley, Mr. Rosenbaum, and Mr. Walker. I don't know who else is over there with them tonight.
So a second down and goal at the 7. Now for Springs Valley with under 50 seconds to go here in the first half.
Stop him right here, Bubba. I mean, you got to.
Snap will come. It'll be Chase. He'll keep it and cuts back up the middle, goes down at about the inside the 5 at about the 3-yard line.
So that'll be a timeout, 34.3 left by the Blackhawks there. We're going to step aside for a quick commercial break. You're listening to WWSR, the official home of West Washington Athletics.
As your American Family Insurance agent, Michael Long can offer you dependable auto, home, business, and life insurance, as well as other insurance products. He's big enough to serve and small enough to care. His team and their unique backgrounds, trainings, and experiences have prepared them well to help meet your insurance needs. Additionally, as residents of your community, they understand how important it is to be there for you. Together, they are building strong partnerships that help everyone succeed. When it comes to your car insurance, you deserve more than a card tucked in your glove box. That's why American Family Car Insurance goes beyond a piece of paper or an app to give you smart, customized coverage and real peace of mind. No matter how your life changes, you can feel comfortable you will have the right auto insurance protection and support every step of the way. Not sure how much or what type of coverage is right for you? Michael Long is the person to talk to.
All right, back here live, 34 seconds left in this first half, but Valley knocking on the door again. They've got it third and goal at about the 2-yard line of the Senators here, so West Washington looking for a big stop here as a 2-down territory here. They're going to try to punch this in, and we got to get a stop.
And I don't know that you don't stack a lot. I know you got Hamilton over there on the end.
Yeah, they could go wide, but you got to get everybody in the middle. You know it's coming.
I mean, throw the water boy out there right now and try
Chase
to
out of the gun here. He'll take it, keeps it himself.
He's going to walk in.
He'll walk in. Touchdown.
So real quick with 29.5 there, that's going to be a touchdown. Then it's going to be 22-7 here. They're going to be attempting 2-point conversion, and they will get the ball to start the second half here. So the Senators behind the 8 ball pretty early in this game.
Just no offense. Our defense has been out there the whole time, and I'm not pointing fingers and blaming anybody, but our linebacker play has got to improve, or we're gonna.
Well, you hope to pinch down. You pinch down, and the flow.
Yeah, we're not getting anything out of the second row there. So the snap will come, 2-point conversion. Chase will keep it himself, tries to go wide, breaks a tackle, gets the outside. Now he's in trouble, and they drag him down. So that'll be no good, and the penalty comes in there late. It's going to be on Valley, I believe. as a flag come in there after the tackle.
So they'll be kicking off a little further back, Bubba. You know, something if we could get a decent return, maybe take a shot or two.
Yep, 22-7, Valley with the lead here, up 15 with 29 seconds to go.
And Coach Lowe is out on the field. He's out there, sportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike against the Blackhawks. I think Chase come up and said something, and the official was right there on top of it, and that's why they got the flag. But that'll move them back a little deeper to kick this thing off.
Yep. So they're going to move those.
15-yard penalty should take it to the 25 where they kick off.
They will sit here. So that's going to be something the Senators, if they can get a decent return here. You know, we talk about Mo. You know, how big it would be to make a score.
Well, yeah, that would be huge, and we need it right now. So
you do. You need that life, you know.
If Hudson's ever going to break one, right now is a good time to do it.
Good time. You know, I think if they're smart, they probably try to kick it right up the middle there about Tyler Miller.
I think you kick it like you did the last time. You know, you kick it high in the air, second
But
row.
you also put them on. You put them on the 50.
A shot at that
Yeah,
point.
you put them. Yeah, you're. You know, I'll take 4 shots there.
I haven't seen much of a leg out of Childers, but we'll see. I think that's been by design, and he takes a short drop again, so we'll see what they do here. So they'll kick off from their own 25. So he'll approach it, kicks it deep, and it's going to go to Hudson Cress. He'll pick it up at about the 32, brings it up to the middle, now gets to the outside, cuts back the other way, and finally gets hit. No blocking there. As we just kind of stood and watched him. I tell you, we're a little lethargic out there on the field right now. Not much fire, not much energy there shown. And Cress, you know, had a chance but just didn't get much help. He brings it up to the 43-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and 10 with 20 seconds to go here in this first half, down 15.
You know, and that's what, you know, usually you wouldn't get too crazy, but you know you need to because you know Valley's getting the ball here to start the second half, so you've got to try to score. And we have 2 timeouts. 1 timeout?
We've got 2.
2, okay. So we got 2. You take some shots here and go deep as the officials are talking to the linemen for both teams there.
Talking to the captains here, J.G. Cruz up there for the Senators. Okay. And they shake hands, and we'll go back to play. 1st and 10, 20 seconds to go. Senators at their own 43-yard line. Chase will go under center once again to take the snap here on 1st down. It'll come. He'll turn, hands it off. Hudson Cress right in the middle, and he gets hit and goes down.
You got a penalty.
And a flag coming in. May have been a face mask or something. He got stuck for a loss of about 1, but we'll see what the flag's for.
So it looks like we'll have a. Will that be of the 15 or?
Yeah, that was a face mask for sure because he kind of drug him down by it, and I don't know if that's a 5-yard variety or 15. That's going to be a 5.
It's our kind of night of getting a 5-1 there. All right. So we'll see here, you know, and they set that up now, and I still think, like we talked about, taking a shot there. I think you go over to this side right over here. I think you pick on Ken Pritchett over here.
Yeah, 2nd down and about 6
you got
for the Senators
at
the 48-yard line.
So the 1st down, so you got plenty of time, 2 timeouts. You can try to get one. You hit one in the middle of the field. You get down, you take a timeout.
Snap will come. They'll roll out. He's going to keep it. Oh, he got pressure. He gets away from it, though, at the last second. Cuts it back the other way, gets hit, and goes down to the line of scrimmage.
7.3 left, and that may be the last play of this half.
No gain on that one. And the clock will run out. So we'll go to the locker room. Down 15 here. 22-7 our score here at the half. The Blackhawks in control of this one. We'll try to add some things up here, get our first half stats, and come back here with our halftime report. Once again, our score at the half, Springs Valley 22, the West Washington Senators 7, as we head to the half here on your home of West Washington Sports, WWSR and West Washington live stream.
Expertise, resources, commitment. At Sullivan Financial, we offer a team approach to financial planning, offering you a broader scope of expertise than you will likely find in any one person. Clients are our main priority, which is why we work to understand your unique circumstances and ultimately create a distinctive plan that provides a roadmap for your financial journey. Located in Mitchell, Indiana, they can be reached at 812-849-2670. That's 812-849-2670.
In 2012, the Washington County Community Foundation began working on its next big initiative, Education Matters. The goal of Education Matters is to increase the educational attainment of adults residing in our county. The initial focus has centered on adults with some college and no degree. With the assistance of scholarships and a peer mentoring program, the foundation began helping adults return to college to complete their degree or obtain a certification in 2013. Realizing that strength lies in numbers, Washington County partnered with Clark, Floyd, Harrison, and Scott counties to create Education Matters Southern Indiana. This initiative continues to build.
United Producers, Inc. We are the largest livestock marketing company in the world. We currently have 17 auction markets and 23 direct buying stations across Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, Michigan, Tennessee, and Illinois. Our goal is to market your livestock to maximize your dollar while implementing animal safety procedures. To find your local market, visit our website at uproducers.com or contact Ryan Batt at 812-620-0769. Again, that is 812-620-0769. Farmer owned, farmer values.
Is your ride not as reliable as it used to be? Eddie Gilstraps is the place to go. With 80 years in the auto industry, we know how to get things done. At Eddie Gilstrap Motors, we have an unbeaten level of commitment to buyers, unmatched customer service, a wide array of new and used inventory, and various financing options are just a few of the ways in which we serve our customers. Give us a call at 877-227-9421. That's 877-227-9421, or just visit our website. Lynx Clothing and Shoes is proud to support West Washington Senator football and wish them a great season. Stop by and see us for all your school fan gear. We offer a wide variety of tees, hoodies, hats, and more. We also offer custom screen printing and embroidery for your team, business, or event. We are conveniently located on the north side of the Salem Square and have been serving our community for over 15 years. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and on Saturdays, they're 9 to 3. Stop in or call us at 812-883-4154. That's 812-883-4154. Shop local and save.
As your American Family Insurance agent, Michael Long can offer you dependable auto, home, business, and life insurance, as well as other insurance products. He's big enough to serve and small enough to care. His team and their unique backgrounds, trainings, and experiences have prepared them well to help meet your insurance needs. Additionally, as residents of your community, they understand how important it is to be there for you. Together, they are building strong partnerships that help everyone succeed. When it comes to your car insurance, you deserve more than a card tucked in your glove box. That's why American Family Car Insurance goes beyond a piece of paper or an app to give you smart, customized coverage and real peace of mind. No matter how your life changes, you can feel comfortable you will have the right auto insurance protection and support every step of the way. Not sure how much or what type of coverage is right for you? Michael Long is the person to talk to.
We all make choices. When it comes to alcohol, kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
You have fun. Hey, have a seat for a second.
Remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. They want guidance and honest answers to their questions. And it makes a difference when the message is consistent and part of everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
In 2015, we launched the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. This is phase 2 of the Happily Ever After project. With the assistance of several local donors and sponsors, along with 5 years of fundraising by the Washington County Youth Foundation, we finally had enough resources to launch the service. The Dolly Parton Imagination Library is a free service that mails age-appropriate books to all required Washington County children under the age of 5. Although the faces of the leadership of the Washington County Community Foundation have changed over time, as is always the case with any healthy, thriving organization, the core values and mission remain the same. We continue to work diligently to assist our donors in creating a legacy that is meaningful to them. All of our success is directly related to the generosity of the sons and daughters of Washington County. We will continue to help our donors give back to our community through our foundation and improve the quality of life.
Top 6% nationwide in Ford dealers, we pride ourselves on our no-pressure environment, honesty, and integrity. Come see us today and discover why we're different. Eddie Gilstrap Motors.
Clothing and Shoes carries a wide variety of items from name brand clothing and shoes to sports apparel and sporting goods. We offer custom screen printing and embroidery, free gift wrapping, alternations, and layaway. Our hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5:30, Friday 9 to 6, and Saturday 9 to 5. We are conveniently located on the north side of the Salem Square and are a family-owned and operated business. Stop by and see us today, 812-883-4154.
When it comes to vaping, the truth can get clouded. So let's make it clear. Vaping is not safe for kids, teens, or young adults. It's just not.
Because vaping can put microscopic particles into your lungs.
And dangerous things like metals and volatile organic compounds into your body.
And nicotine, the same highly addictive substance found in regular cigarettes.
Nicotine can harm a person's brain development through their mid-20s.
Affecting learning, memory, attention, and impulse control, and priming the brain for other addictions.
Vaping products also come in kid-friendly flavors that can make them appealing to youth.
And many kids also use other drugs, like marijuana, in vaping devices.
With appealing flavors, high nicotine levels, and lots of promotion on social media,
many kids think vaping is harmless, but it's not.
So talk to your kids about the risks of vaping, because when you talk, they hear you.
Michael Long with American Family Insurance offers auto, home, business, farm, and life insurance, which includes motorcycles, boats, ATVs, UTVs, classic and antique autos, renters, manufactured homes, rentals, along with event coverage such as weddings, golf hole-in-ones, conferences, and much, much more. He's licensed in Indiana, Ohio, and Florida. For more information, look him up on Facebook to see insurance tips and to sign up for his agency giveaways. Michael Long, American Family Insurance, all your protection under one roof.
Number 34, Laren Childers, the big fullback, has 12 carries for 144 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 from 7 yards, 1 from 35 to lead the Blackhawks. The quarterback, number 22, Connor Chase, 12 carries as well for 63 yards and a touchdown. His touchdown was a 7-yarder, or actually a 3-yarder to put them up that last score. And then number 31 rounds out their offense, Christian Hamilton, 5 carries, 41 yards. So Springs Valley, 29 carries, 248 yards on the ground, and pretty much played with short field most of the night. The only bright spot really for West Washington was that first score on the 75-yard fumble recovery or takeaway. Jackson Cameron scampered from 75 yards to put the Senators up 6-0. The PAT was good, and it was 7-0. But since then, it's been all Springs Valley, as the Senators' offensive production is 18 carries for 67 yards. Most of that by Hudson Kress. He has 11 carries for 42 yards. Kenton Chase, 6 carries for 23 yards. Grayson McCoy, 1 carry for 2 yards. They tried to throw it a couple times, both times deep to McCoy. They were incomplete, so Kenton 0 for 2 in the passing game. No yards through the air for the Senators. Neither team, Spring Valley didn't even attempt to pass. So, you know, I think at this point, and I've said it the whole night, and there again, I'm not no expert by any means, but I have watched some football, and, you know, I think the big problem for the Senators is twofold. One of our keys, like I said, got to get more people involved. I think we're going to have to go to the pass here to open up the run for us in the second half. And the flats and anything behind the linebackers has been kind of open. But, you know, it's a matter of whether we can give Kenton time to throw it. I think you're going to have to go to the shotgun and try to do that to get back in the ball game. And the other key is the tackling, and our linebacker play has been non-existent throughout the game. I mean, they've just been able to rumble. Once they get ahead of steam, Childers a big ball player. He's 6'1", 224, and when he gets to rolling, he just carries about 2 or 3 Senators with him. So, you know, I think those are the two things at the half that we have to adjust and we have to fix if we want to get back in this ball game, and a very important ball game that it is. 22-7, you know, we talked about it in the pregame. Maybe the experts were right. You know, maybe they've seen something we didn't see there. But, you know, I feel like even in the 3 games that we won prior, our linebackers done a lot better job filling and coming up and making hits. We're back on our heels. You know, they're getting 5 or 6 yards before we even touch them, and we have got to fix that here if we want any chance of winning this ball game.
Well, Bubba, I think you bring up the size of a back that we haven't seen all season. Really, there has been a back that can get another gear when he gets going. And unfortunately, we've only put him to third down twice all night, and they've had short field. When you're not doing that, when you're moving the sticks like they are, it's easy. And they're hyped up here. You know, Valley's sitting here. They've licked their wounds from last week, and they're coming out here. You know, they're sitting here. You know, we have to get up and we have to get going really quickly here. People will talk. You know, hey, it's not over. That is the best thing about football.
No, there's a tale of 2 halves. You got to go win the second half at this point.
But you're behind the 8 ball, and you're sitting here with 54 seconds left. A couple quick scores of note here on the Salem Card Show halftime scoreboard here. Lots of scores here. I hope you guys come out to Washington County Fairgrounds on October 14th. We have our next card show, a lot of sports cards, Pokemon cards, even Magic the Gathering cards, and bring them out, buy, sell, or trade. Contact me at 812-572-1500 if you're wanting to set up. Admission is free. Kids get to trick or treat this time for candy and cards. Looking at some scores of note, Scottsburg up 21-7 over Corden. We got this one surprised me. Charlestown 8, North Harrison 15.
Oh wow!
So
That's
North Harrison
be a game down there at North Harrison.
Eastern Green up 41-0 over Mitchell. Providence 45, Clarksville 0. Paoli was up 6-0 on Perry. Rominger on a touchdown there pretty early, it looked like, for Paoli. And then Brownstown up 28-0 over Salem.
Yep.
And then Eastern down 6-7 to Silver Creek. So
okay, that'll be a ball game down there.
So you got any others for me, sir?
The only other score I got is a college score. Indiana up 21-0 at the end of the first quarter over Indiana State. So that game of a rare Friday night occasion.
Yeah, I was going to say, if Coach Allen loses that one, he better come up and join us in the booth here next week.
Well, he might need to come down here and coach our linebackers. Because we have not done a very good job with that, and hopefully Coach Gibson can make some adjustments here at the half. I don't know whether it's personnel, but we talk about that, and yes, we haven't seen a back as good as Hamilton, but Eastern, they had a big back as well.
Yes.
And we've done a lot better job tackling him and filling those holes, and we're just not doing it here tonight. Against Childers
and that
at all.
probably goes to the the quicker moving offensive line that Valley is. Eastern was a bigger offensive line, but Valley's line is a lot quicker off the line when you watch them and the way they block and they're opening up. They see just that little bit of daylight, then they're going. Center's going to have to say, we talked about possibly unsigning this thing to start it off tonight.
I think you have to. I think it doesn't matter if you kick it deep. They've got some returners. With Hamilton, Jaheim Hamilton back there, and I don't kick it deep. I try to get what I can get here and get the ball back, because if they go down and score here, then you're really in a hole, deeper hole than you're in right now. Just down 2 scores here, you're still in the ball game. You got to find some offense, and you got to come out here and set the tone defensively. If you don't get the kick, then your defense has got to get a stop.
Yeah.
That's for sure. So we're about ready for the second half to start. 22-7 once again our score here at the half. Springs Valley all over the Senators at this point. So hopefully the adjustments have been made, and the Senators can come out here in the second half and control this thing. Pretty much beat us up the first half. Now it's our turn. We got to go back to work and shut them down here in this second half, and hopefully get this ball back here on the kickoff and see if we can get something going offensively. If not, it's going to be a long second half here. Could be. So we're about a minute away here. Officials have returned. Both teams back to the sideline here. How about our cheerleader group out here? It's quite a showing. A lot of kids out here for the Senator cheerleaders putting on that camp.
Over 100, they said. I know there was quite a few of them. 151.
Yeah, both you.
115.
You and the professor both have little young ladies down there, future cheerleaders. So hopefully they can get the crowd fired up and get the crowd back in this thing here. And
how about the pep band going on there? Miss Ledgerwood's got them. We had
she
that.
Got them going. I'm glad to see a
Color
band
guard,
back out here.
Color guard got out there. I like a little.
Yep.
Like a little rhythm and blues going on.
Good thing to see here. So the Senators will kick off here to start the third quarter of play. Down 15, 22-7 here, as Grayson Hunt will do the kicking duties.
And he's got a toe, so he's got some control when he kicks it. He knows where he's going.
Yeah, I just don't think you kick it deep here with their speedsters back there. They've got both Hamiltons back there deep to return this kick. So you want to try to keep it away from them here a little bit.
You kick it as hard as you can at the guy with the highest number on the first row, Bubba.
Yeah. Well, they're set up for it. They've got 6 guys up on this front line, so Hunt will put it back in play here as we start the third quarter. Senators trying to get something going here, so Hunt will approach it. Kick is going to be a deep one as he kicks it back there deep, and he kind of fumbles the kick. It rolls back to about the 5 where he picks it up. Pretty good return, though, as he brings it out of the hole, still on his feet. High tackle.
He's going. He's gone.
He could
He's
go to the
gone.
house. Hunt's the only guy to catch him. and
He's
can't
not
get
stopping
him
him.
down. Another good block, and number 31, Hamilton, will take it to the house. There's why you don't kick it long.
Yep. And I sat there, and as I watched, he kept going, and there was just the whole, like you see 3 guys down right here. We had 3 guys, and that was, you look at Kress, McCoy, and Miller right there. Those are 3 guys. If they're not making that tackle on him, then nobody else is going to make it on him. Got back to Hunt. Nothing against Hunt. He had just a tough one there.
85-yard kickoff return for a TD. And the Hawks have put kind of a nail here in this third quarter, 28-7 now, as they'll come out to attempt the point after, as they'll go for 2, I'm sure, here, trying to go up 30-7. And, you know, that's exactly what you didn't need to happen.
Yeah.
Exactly what you didn't need to happen. That's why I said kick it short, make them earn it. And
or squib it and make him, where they can't really do anything with it. Here you go. It's going to be Childers.
He'll hand it off Childers. He'll go
in
to the right side, and we hit him at the line. May have stopped him, but he's still on his feet.
He's in.
No, he got it in.
There's some action after the play there. I don't like on that. That is not cool whatsoever out of there. That is not all right. That is not all right. And how that official didn't throw something really does irritate me.
30-7 here. The Hawks with a nail here trying to drive it in the coffin against the Senators with that 85-yard touchdown return there by number 31, Christian Hamilton. And the Senators down 23 here, going to have to find some serious offense here in the second half to get back in this thing.
And it's 7:45 because the lights came on. Nope, it's 8:22. That's weird. All right, so there we go. The Senators have to come back here. They got to find some fight in themselves. And I am concerned like that the chippiness that existed right there, because that's something that we don't want. When you're up like that, you don't want to do that. This guy's getting slammed to the ground after a play's over and after you've already scored and you're walking back to the sidelines.
Yeah, you can't let that get away, and that's all on the officials. You gotta stop that before it starts. But
well, they made the point to have everybody stop in the middle of the game. So why they didn't stop there really irritates
I think
me.
a lot of that too is on us. We've kind of hung our head here, and that was kind of exactly what, like we said, didn't need to happen for us. We needed some kind of momentum.
I mean, they very well might try to onside it here.
Oh, they could, because he doesn't really kick it deep.
They're going to onside it. I mean, Tide Williams will be ready there. We'll see when he sets it how he's going to set up. He kind of gives it away a little bit as he sets it on there. You watch.
So Childers will come back out to kick it off.
So he's going to angle it over there to Tiden again. So it's coming right at Tiden Williams.
So he'll set up here, 5-step drop. He'll kick it. It's a high kick, going to go to the back row to Hudson Kress. He'll field it at about the 25, comes out of there. Got a little seam up the middle, brings it up to about the 42-yard line. And that's where the Senators will start this drive, 1st and 10. And I'll tell you, this is real important here. You have got to go score and do it pretty quickly here. I mean, you got time, but you got to get some points here out of this drive. If not, you're going to run out of time, down 23 or down 3 scores here. So we got to get something going here offensively as the Senators come back out, break the huddle, come to the line. 1st and 10, Senators, eye in the backfield. Kenton Chase will go under center here to take the snap. He will on 1st down, turns, hands it off to Kress, and once again, they break through there and make the tackle. 73 has been all over the field, Case Jones, as he gets another tackle. Kind of a high tackle there as he grabbed Kress around the helmet after a gain of 1. So 2nd down and 9 up at the 43-yard line. And that's not going to get you there. We're going to have to find something here to open up these running lanes. And I'm still thinking that, you try to maybe throw the ball a little bit. Especially on 1st down. I mean, go back to the eye here. Kenton will go under center to take the snap. He will. Drops back, wants to throw. There it is in the flat. Grayson McCoy makes a grab. 50-yard line, close to a 1st down.
We haven't
got
called,
about 8 yards on that.
And that's when you haven't called Kidden Pritchett's name all night. That's the guy you attack.
Go at him.
You go at him. You sit in there. Chase is kind of that middle linebacker, outside linebacker there. You kind of find a spot. There's a spot there all night.
3rd and 2 now after the 7-yard pickup.
I think you dump it off right here in front of us, Bubba.
Yep, it's open. Snap will come, they'll turn, hand it off. In the middle, it'll be Hunt, and he'll get the first down as he crosses the 50 down to about the 48-yard line of the
But you got to be
Blackhawks.
quick. Like you got to be quick, like
Yep.
we said. There's been years where Valley and their old Father Time offense they had for so many years there, Classic Valley, they couldn't they got down. There's no way they could ever come back because it took too long.
So 1st and 10 at the Blackhawk 48. Kenton under center, takes a snap, turns, option play, pitches it. Oh, and they take it. They picked it off on the pitch.
He threw it right
and
to
Connor
Chase.
Chase will take it in.
Yeah.
So he'll take it in, and that is the nail in the coffin right
Yes.
there.
That is a huge. And that's where you almost have to eat it right there.
So
Get
that was just a in our offense, I just don't understand what we're trying to do here.
Yeah.
We know the run. They're just sending everybody. Chase
Yeah.
was the linebacker there.
Yeah.
He just blitzed through, sees the pitch, reads the option, takes the ball on the pitch and rumbles, and takes it 40 yards for the touchdown.
Well, Ken's going to have a real awkward Thanksgiving there when he shows up and his cousin picks it off and takes.
It was a good pitch, but it went to the wrong guy.
Yep.
36-7 here. They'll go for 2 again. Here's Chase will go out of the gun. Snap will come here on the point after. He'll get it to Hamilton. He'll cut back inside and walk into the end zone. There again, no linebacker play to the outside, and the PAT is good.
So the Senators are down 38-7 here. We're going to step aside for a quick commercial break. You're listening to WWSR, the official home of West Washington Athletics.
Lynx Clothing and Shoes carries a wide variety of items from name brand clothing and shoes to sports apparel and sporting goods. We offer custom screen printing and embroidery, free gift wrapping, alternations, and layaway. Our hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5:30, Friday 9 to 6, and Saturday 9 to 5. We are conveniently located on the north side of the Salem Square and are a family-owned and operated business. Stop by and see us today, 812-883-4154.
All right, 38-7 here after Valley has scored twice here, once on the opening kickoff of the second half, and then on the third play from scrimmage for West Washington. Kenton Chase pitches the ball, but his cousin Connor Chase breaks through and takes it 40 yards for the touchdown. PAT was good by Childers, and it is 38-7. Senators in a big 31-point hole here. Just a short kick again as it'll go over there. Titan Williams will field it, step out of bounds at about the 37-yard line.
That's a good play because you don't even want to try to field that inbounds because you could get jacked right there as they were bringing the house. So the center's got to find something here of just merit because, it doesn't get any, people are already saying, well, they're doing this, this week, next week.
Yeah, what's it going to be like against Paoli, who put it on Valley pretty good.
So you also have to understand that it's high school football. If you think about what happened to us last year, it's all about matchups and assignments. Assignments are tough.
Yeah, they are. And, I think we're finding out what we need to work on, where we're weak, and we're finding that out tonight here. We're getting a heavy dose of it. So I in the backfield, still under center. Snap will come here on first down. They'll turn, hand it off. Hudson Crest, the ball carrier. He'll take it right-hand side as he gets tackled pretty high again.
Yeah.
And gets it across the 40 to about the 42-yard line. So a gain of 5 on that one by Crest.
So that's when you have a big back, you have to be able to stop. That's something the Senators, historically have always struggled with is a beastly back there, and it's really shown tonight. But you also see a team we've made so many miscues, and we talked about turnovers.
We have. We're just not getting to them, and their linebackers are playing an excellent game. Snap will come. Kenton will roll out, looks to throw, got some pressure. Now he's got time, gets it away. Catch is made by Cameron.
Right
at about the 50-yard line, good for a first down, a gain of about 9 on the throw. So Cameron with the grab, and a first down. So there again, that's the kind of stuff that will get you down the field. And it's just getting in behind the linebackers and Kenton making a play out there, able to throw the ball. He completes it to Cameron for a first down. That's what we got to do, chip away, chip away. And that'll open up the run, too, if you can continue to complete some of those passes. It just may be a little too late.
Yeah.
Chase under center. Snap will come. He'll turn, hand it off to Kress. And another good run by Hudson.
I thought our offensive line got a little bit of a head
thought
start
we
on the
were
right side.
offsides, too.
And it actually helped us because we got to the second level and gave him a block.
But see, that opens it up. The linebackers didn't come up that time because they were worried about the throw. You know, and when you do that, it just makes things happen. And a gain of 6 on the carry, so it'll be second down and a short 4 here for the Senators at the 43-yard line of Springs Valley. Eye in the backfield. 2 receivers wide to the far side. Kenton will take the snap, drops back, got pressure. He's going to have to get rid of it, and he throws it away at the last second.
Yeah, so
as Perkiser getting through, and once again, it's been Perkiser and Jones for them all night long breaking through that defense, and that one goes incomplete. Very alert there by Kenton, though, to throw it away. Trying to get it to McCoy, but it was about 20 yards away from him. So it will be third down and about 4 now at the 43. Big third down here. Injury there as Jackson Cameron comes up a little gimpy.
I didn't even realize he was hurt.
Yeah, he was on the far side.
He's going to come out. And
8:16 to go in the third quarter.
Hayden
Spring
Morrow
Valley
give him a spell
38-7 here.
Yeah, so he's grabbing Jackson after that great run back earlier.
Yep, Jackson, the biggest bright spot of the night with that fumble return for a touchdown.
Bubba, we
He's
talked about that
hurting a little
early on. We were going hit with hit like Rocky and Paul there. You know, all of a sudden we were coming up with some
Well,
fumbles.
these 2 scores here in the beginning of the third quarter have really killed us.
Yeah.
And, you know, now starting to move the ball a little bit. Hayden Morrow will come in, 2 receivers wide to the far side. Third down and 4. Kenton under center, takes it, turns, hands it off to the first man through. I believe that's Hunt.
And he's got the first down.
And
He's
he
at
got
the
a
41.
first down, takes it down inside the 40 to the 39. That's actually Miller.
Miller, sorry about that. He's all the way down to 37-yard line.
About the 39 is where
I'm looking.
Well, he's spotting about the 30. Yeah. 38 and a half.
We were never good with numbers anyways, Bubba, you know.
So a 4-yard pickup gives him a first down. First and 10 at the 38, we'll call it, of Springs Valley. Needing some points here.
Yeah.
Kenton under center, 2 receivers wide to the far side. Snap will come, he'll turn, hand it off. And that's Kress. He breaks through. Oh, almost broke it. He had one guy to beat as he got into the secondary down to about the 23-yard line.
And you got to have that quickness there as Valley's trying to sub some guys. You got to get up and be ready, especially when you're down by this many scores just to score.
15-yard run there by Hudson, and it's another first and 10 at the 23-yard line for West Washington. 2 receivers wide to the far side. Grayson McCoy and Morrow will split out. Snap will come. They'll turn, and Kenton fumbled the ball there, but alertly picked it up and dove forward and might have got it back to the line of scrimmage.
So he was down right there.
I think he wanted to hand it off,
Yeah.
and then he didn't, and no gain on the play, so second down and 10 at the 23. 7:14 to go here in this third quarter. Valley 38, West Washington 7. So they'll set up eye in the backfield, 2 receivers far side. Snap will come. Kenton will roll back. Now hands it off. Kress will be the ball carrier. He takes it. Oh, he got hit in the back, but he was able to keep his feet and drove all the way down inside the 15 to about the 12. So a gain of 9 there by Kress. Or actually a gain of 12. So that'll be a first down, first and 10, as he goes down to the 12-yard line.
Senators are going to have to be trying to find something here very quick. I think, you know, we talked about a quick hitter wouldn't be bad. I think that one of the plays we ran early in the season there, you know, where Miller is going to get forgotten right here, maybe hit Kress on a passed right over there to the flats.
Eye in the backfield, 1st and 10 at the 12. Set McCoy in motion. They'll hand it off, and that's snuffed right away, right in the middle. As that play goes nowhere, Miller, the ball carrier. You got it back to the line of scrimmage, 73. Case Jones through there again. That's about his 100th tackle of the game. He's been all over the place. A loss of 2 on that carry by Miller as they mark it back at the 13-yard line, almost 14. 2nd and 12 now for the Senators, looking for some points here with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Eye in the backfield as Kenton will go under center to take the snap. He does, turns, hands off. Hunt, the ball carrier. He takes it on the left side and gets not a whole lot there, maybe a yard or 2.
And every tackle Valley has, they just had the whole student body, Bubba, all night.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
All over that. And we talk about tackling. It's just so much easier when you got a whole big group of guys.
So 3rd down and 10 as Hunt got it back to the original line of scrimmage there at about the 12. So a 2-yard pickup on that one. A big 3rd down looming here. Eye in the backfield. Kenton will take the snap. Option. He rolls outside. He's got a little time now. He cuts it back up. Runs into his own guy, and he's going to get hit and go down.
Yeah, a little bit too much east-west there and not north-south.
Yeah, he should have pitched it. He had Hudson out there.
Yeah, Hudson was calling for it, but, you know, you're a little gun-shy after you throw one
Well,
away.
yeah, when they pick one off on the pitch, it's kind of hard. So no gain on the play, 4th and 10.
I'm
at the 12.
I'm always amazed at the teams, especially at the college football level, that can do that, Bubba. It's like Navy and them that seem to do it so seamlessly.
Well, it's repetition. I mean, they practice that, and that pitch comes at the last minute, and that's what Kenton probably should have done there. Shotgun, finally, for the Senators. Snap will come back to Kenton. He'll want to throw. Got some time, goes to the corner of the end zone, and just overthrew it. So sailed it out of bounds. So he tried to get it out there to McCoy, and that falls incomplete. It'll be a turnover on downs.
So with 4:35 and Valley leading 38-7, Senators will go back on defense, and it's going to be a long way for Valley to score here, but they've done it all night.
They haven't needed much.
Yeah.
I mean, especially on these scores in the third quarter here, they've been huge. They get it back with plenty of time here, 4:35 to go here in this third quarter play. And 1st and 10 from the 12. Connor Chase with the snap, turns, hands it off. Childers, he'll try to go to the right side, still on his feet, and picks up plenty of yardage as he gets about 7 or 8 yards.
We had all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff going on there on that after the run.
I was not sure what happened over there. We said some guys all getting adjusted. Zach Stice helping there. Some people asking for a face mask or.
Well, I think there was a little extra blocking going on out there, but he's able to pick up about 7 yards on the carry. So 2nd down and 3. From the 17, snap will come here. It does. He'll throw it, wings it out here, and it's incomplete as it goes in and out of the hands there of number 15, James Walls, the intended receiver. First time he's tried to throw it.
Chase Wynn screwed up his perfect throw night with that one. He hadn't.
Yep.
Hadn't
he was
missed
perfect
one on that.
Perfect to this point.
Bubba, I never missed a pass in high school either.
Yeah.
I don't know about you.
So a 3rd and 3 coming now from the 17 for the Blackhawks. Chase will go out of the gun once again. Snap will come here. He keeps it himself, cuts back up the center, got a big seam right there. He goes.
He should be gone on that
Grayson
one.
McCoy's going to try to track him down, but not before Chase is pushed out of bounds all the way down at the 36-yard line.
He didn't get to the second gear there. He was kind of stuck in that one. He might break through, and Senators were just playing on their heels, and it just showed. 3:32 left here in the third quarter.
So the wheels are falling off the train here.
Yes. Rolling
All the way down to the 36, so a big run there. 1st and 10 now in Senator territory once again are the Blackhawks. They'll go out of the shotgun. We're still lost on defense here.
Yeah.
Snap will come. They'll hand it off to Hamilton. He'll go wide to the right, cuts the sideline, and steps out of bounds after a gain of about looks like they're going to give him about 8 yards.
Yeah, he goes wide, and he turns that up. It's going to be hard to stop him because he is very quick.
2nd down and 2 now at the Senator 28-yard line.
You know, I hate that for this big crowd here after 3 great victories, you know, on the road and coming home. You hope that you play better here, and it's just not been the case for the Senators over the past 2 years really here at home.
Chase will go and try to throw it. He's got a man wide open.
Walls.
Catch is made down there. Walls makes it. He could score.
Oh, he fumbled it.
And he fumbled it. But he picked it up. No, we got it.
Miller's got it.
Come out of the end zone with it.
It's going to be a block in the back there on number 20. Zach Stice, it looks like, is what they're going to call it. So
we pick it up after the Tyler Miller comes out of the pack with it.
Yeah.
But there is a flag laying in the end zone.
Yeah, it's going to be Zach Stice pulled the guy down to the ground after the play. So it's the fumble's going to count, but
yeah, we may get the ball back, but it won't be up there.
No,
it's going to be down near the goal line.
Yeah, so I tell you what, Valley has to learn to hold on to the ball. They have a case of fumbleitis like I've never seen.
You can do that when you're up 31.
But I mean they've done it 3 times though, Bubba.
I know.
I mean that's the thing. What I'm saying, ball control. You talk about PBS. You know, personal ball security is tough there. You can't do it.
So what's the call here? They still have a flag in the end zone. They're taking it back, but I think our offense will take the ball over.
We did get it, and then Zach Stice, I think, pulled the guy to the ground is what it was.
They're going to mark it at about the 2-3 yard line.
Yeah.
About the 3.
So that's where. So
at half the distance. Yeah. Well, it was in the end zone, though.
Yeah.
I don't know how you mark it there because the flag come in the end zone, so it wouldn't be half the distance. I'm not sure what that call is, but anyway, I'll have to check my rule book at home. I do have my license. So I'll have to check that one. I'm not sure of that as far as the spot goes.
Yeah, I've never seen when you have that when it's in the end zone there.
No, because if it was in the field of play, then it'd be half the distance.
Yeah.
But anyway, 1st and 10 Senators at their own 3 as they'll take the long count. Now we move off sides,
we jumped off sides, so now we're going to be half the distance back.
Now it's going to be half the distance. You'll get it right this time, boys.
Yep.
Yep, false start Senators. So the wheels continue to roll off the bus here. As that'll be a half the distance down to about the 1.5.
We're going on 2, boys. That's what I always said. Remember, we're going on 2. That's a tough one because you want to try to draw them off sides there, but you got to stand still, and you haven't done it all night, and that's where it can be hard.
So digging herself a deeper hole here. Don't need to give up a safety. Got to get this thing out of there.
Yeah. 3:05 left in the third quarter.
So Kenton will go under center. Snap will come. He'll turn. Hands it off to Kress. And he might have got it back to the original line of scrimmage at about the 3.
Yep.
So he does.
So 2:55 left there. Senators are going to have a
2nd and 10 now.
2nd and 10s.
So he gets it back up to the 3. .240 to go here in the third quarter. 38-7. Senators unable to score offensively. Their only score of the night's been on that defensive fumble return for a touchdown by Jackson Cameron. Snap will come. Kenton will roll back, wants to throw, sets it up. There it is. Gets it to Kress in the flat, and Kress able to bring it out of there and get close to a first down out at about the 11, 12-yard line.
I just don't know why we don't go. I mean, you go left and dink and
It
dunk.
was open. You know, I mean, it's been open.
Yeah.
I don't understand
I don't know.
it.
And I understand preserving the run. You establish the run. You can do that.
But if you're not, if it's not working, you got to open it up
Yeah.
with the pass, and I
Yep.
think that's the key for us. So a gain of 9.
Big thank you to Lynx, one of our sponsors. Lynx got all these shirts for these cheer people tonight. Also got all the shirts for the Holloways that you were talking about you're wearing. So
Yeah, I got one on.
Yeah, so and appreciate that, and lots more to come this year.
So 3rd and 1 here. Snap will come. He'll hand it
it
off. It goes the other side, and a good
And
run.
hit. How's
First
that?
down.
There we
Yeah,
go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Finally. And they've tackled high, too.
Yeah.
Both teams have been tackling high, but that one, they got a face mask, I believe, on that one. Who was the ball carrier there? Was that Hudson?
That was Hudson, because he ate some dirt there on his way back.
I believe that was McCoy.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, 33, the ball carrier. So first down.
Oh, a personal foul, looks like on the Blackhawks. There's some free
Yeah.
yards for the Senators.
There's a face mask.
Oh, okay, that was
So he picked up 7 on the carry, so you tack on the face mask as a 15-yarder. So that'll take it up to the 34-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10, Senators. Eye in the backfield as Kenton will go under center, take the snap, drops back, hands it off. Same thing, same kind of play to draw, and it goes nowhere to Hunt.
Yeah, he's just swallowed up there. His 50 loses his helmet there for Tegan Rominger. He's going to come out for a play.
No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10 at the 34.
I think you open it up, like we said, you dink and dunk right now. Because,
Yeah.
hey, if all else, and then Caden's got the ability, if they do bite on it, he can run and get some yards.
I just try to bring it like I see it, and
Yeah.
I'm not knocking the play calling.
No,
I'm not knocking
no.
the kids, but
it's what we see. We
it's
see it
what
from
you see,
yeah.
and I think that's open, and we're not taking advantage of it.
Yeah.
Straight dive again, and it goes nowhere. I don't understand. They know what's coming, so
Yeah.
all they do is fill the box. Everybody comes up, and now it's 3rd and 10, and now you're in a passing situation where you have to.
pat, and so then your defense is going to drop back a little bit.
Yep, they're going to drop back and be ready for this. So no gain again.
I don't know if we'll snap it in this quarter. We may just let this
3rd
expire.
and 10 now.
Yeah,
Well, it's almost like we've just conceded.
Yeah.
We're not trying to score, and now we're letting the clock run out with 16, 17 seconds, and you need, you're down 31 points. So that we'll head to the 4th quarter. We better go to commercial as we're ready here. 38-7 here, Senators down to the Blackhawks.
United Producers Inc. We are the largest livestock marketing company in the world. We currently have 17 auction markets and 23 direct buying stations across Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, Michigan, Tennessee, and Illinois. Our goal is to market your livestock to maximize your dollar while implementing animal safety procedures. To find your local market, visit our website at uproducers.com or contact Ryan Batt at 812-620-0769. Again, that is 812-620-0769. Farmer owned, farmer values.
All right, back here live as we start the 4th quarter. Thanks to United Producers for their sponsorship of our program here on West Washington live stream. We start the 4th quarter. Senators down 31, score 38-7 here, and no offensive touchdowns tonight so far. Our only score's been on that fumble recovery by Jackson Cameron, the first score of the night in the 1st quarter. So offense still looking to put their first points on the board here. 3rd down and 9 from the 35 as Kenton goes shotgun this time. As the snap will come, he'll drop back, wants to throw. There it is, right in the middle of the flat. Good for a 1st down. Hate to say I told you so, but I told you so.
Well, it's all right there. And it's a good play, and you go, and then you run it until they stop it,
Yeah, now that opens up the run if you can convert. He picks up 11
Yeah.
on the reception. The ball out to the 46-yard line. So a 1st and 10 here.
I was never afraid to throw the ball as a coach. I love to throw the ball, which there's only one good thing that happens when you throw the ball.
Well, yeah, and they always say, you
Yeah.
know, 2-3 things can happen. 2 of them are bad.
Yeah.
But, you know, the thing of it is when your dives aren't working, you got to do something.
Yeah.
1st and 10, shotgun. They'll fake it. Now Kenton will keep it on the option as he gets the outside, and he picks up good yardage across the out to about the 50-yard line, and some extracurricular activity coming in there.
Yeah, something looks like there's all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
There's
there's
2 or 3.
laundry everywhere on the field.
He's grabbing me. You're grabbing me. What do we got? I mean, take him out to a movie, a date maybe
Yeah,
first.
they were talking, and there were some extracurriculars going on there.
Ball foul.
Dead ball foul against Valley.
Huh.
So that's a break for us. I seen Clark Nance in
Yeah.
number 15 for them.
Yeah, that's
James Walls were kind of getting into it there down the field. So the gain on the 1st down run by Kenton of 2 yards. And then they'll tack on the personal foul, unsportsmanlike 15. So that'll move it down to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 Senators.
We talk about some of our great sponsors. If you'd like to get
Yes.
sponsorship, contact one of us, Bubba or myself, Mr. Akers. Even hey, I tell you what, hit up Mr. Russell.
There you go. Eye in the backfield, 1st and 10 at the Blackhawk 35, and just we botched play there. Kenton has to keep it. Tries to make something out of it. May have got back to the line of scrimmage.
Kind of trucked a guy on his way out there.
Yeah,
It
he
was
did.
pretty
He
good.
dropped his helmet. He was
Yeah.
had enough of that, but he goes down right there at the line of scrimmage at the 35, so no gain on the play.
On a night when nothing goes right, that's what happens.
No, there was nobody there. Somebody went the wrong direction, and Kenton just had to try to make something out of it.
Bubba, I know you're not a real culture man, but there's a Broadway play called The Play Where Everything Goes Wrong.
Yeah.
And that's what I kind of feel like sometimes. It's like,
Yeah.
man, tonight's been one of those
It
nights.
has been, but give Valley credit.
Yeah,
I mean
they've played
they've played really well. Kenton will go under center. Snap will come. He'll turn, hand it off, crest the ball carrier. He gets to the outside now. Now cuts back up the center and tackled high again.
Yeah.
Man, they love. There it comes. Tackle. They love to
Yeah,
tackle
and
up high.
He
and,
jacked his leg
hurt
up there,
himself.
73 there. He jacked his knee
Yeah,
up.
and he's been all over the field. That Case Jones.
Case
he's
Jones, that's
played
not a
heck
good
of
sign.
game.
It looks like he cramped, but he was grabbing the back of that leg.
Yeah, he's played a heck of a game defensively, but he's going to get flagged there for that high tackle. Like a horse collar type tackle. Hudson able to pick up about 8 yards on the carry, and then they'll tack on some more here.
Oh, I guess
So that's going to be 15 more on the horse collar, as that'll move it down the inside the, where are we at, 15, 14-yard line.
We still got a guy down, though, so that's the thing.
Yeah, and he's been their bell cow on defense. Case Jones still down over there. I don't know if he hyperextended his knee or it's a cramp.
The way that Damon's holding him there, it looks like he's
Could be a
stretching it out
cramp.
there. On a night when you aren't going to sweat a lot, and that's what makes you wonder, too, how much these kids hydrate when it's not that
you
hot.
always think about that, but we haven't seen a whole lot of cramping, and it's a lot cooler tonight than it was prior 3 games, but Jones up now. That's a good sign for Valley, so he'll get up and walk off here. 41-0 Brownstown over Salem in the 3rd quarter. And 1st and 10 now for the Senators down at the 14-yard line. Trying to get their first offensive score of the night.
You try to find something right.
With 11:02 to go here. Yeah, work on some stuff.
Win the quarter. If you don't win the game, win the quarter.
So Kenton under center once again. He'll step under, sets a man in motion. Snap will come. He'll turn, hand it off. Crest, once again, just a straight dive.
Yeah, this score was a 7-6 score it's an 8-7 score at the end of the 1st quarter, if I'm not mistaken. So it's close then. So you're seeing now the Senators have to just
Hudson
find
with a
some
1-yard carry. 2nd down and 9 at the 13. the Valley defense has been tremendous here tonight. They've just kept this Senator offense out of the end zone all night long. It's closest we've been here, as Kenton will go under center once again here on 2nd down and 9. Snap will come. He'll fake the handoff, rolls out, wants to throw. Got a little time now. He goes to the end zone. He's got Titan, but he throws it out of bounds.
When you're falling back and away, that's a very tough throw to make.
He took a shot, too, after that.
Yeah.
But an incomplete pass there as he tried to get it down there to Titan. So 3rd and 9.
And the Blackhawks will travel over to Salem next week to take on the Lions, and they will do the, like I said in the interview there, the Washington County two-step there.
So it'll be 3rd and 9 after the incompletion. We'll go shotgun here. Definitely in 4-down territory. Crest back there with Kenton Chase. And the snap will come. It does. He wants to throw. There it is across the middle, just overthrew his guy. He just missed him. He had McCoy open at about the 5-yard line.
Yeah, and I don't know if that backer there, Augie Perkaiser, if he was sitting down in that zone there, so that's why Ken went for that, because it was wide open if you just come back a little bit.
So 4th and 9 at the 13. The defense still holding here. North Harrison 22, Charlestown 8 in the 4th quarter.
That score surprises me a lot because
everybody talked at the beginning of the year about Charlestown being the at the top of the MSC, and North Harrison, man, that ground and pound offense of theirs and their defense is solid. They're definitely taking it to Charlestown tonight. 4th down and 9 here. Kenton will take the snap. Got pressure all over the place. He's running away from it. Throws an interception. Picked off.
And that's gonna be Connor Chase.
Connor Chase again.
So he's gonna go first.
And he'll take it from the 25. So 75-yard touchdown return on the interception.
And that's going to be huge.
That'll be one Kenton shouldn't have thrown.
Yeah, right there. And that's going to make the dessert line at Thanksgiving even worse too. He's got two times he picked off his cousin there for 2 touchdowns.
44-7.
And that is Senators. We talk about falling back on our back foot and throwing the ball. That's a hard time. I think
you just don't throw that ball.
Yeah,
I mean, he's a senior.
Yeah,
he's got to know that.
Yeah.
You're getting pressure. There's nothing good. There's one of those examples of why you don't throw because, 3 things can happen. 2 of them are bad, and it was bad theirs. Chase read it all the way, picked it off, took it to the house. 44-7, a chance to tack a couple more on here.
And I think that's when you just have to have that internal clock of a couple seconds, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000,
throw
it away.
Just throw it out of bounds.
Yeah.
Throw it over there to the chain gang. Let Joe Walker try to catch it.
Yep.
Snap comes, they'll hand it off to Hamilton. He'll go wide, and he'll take it in.
And so that's
46-7. The Hawks are just pounding the Senators here tonight. And the kickoff will come with 9:54. We'll take a quick break, hear a word from a sponsor, and come back here as Springs Valley leads at 46-7 over the Senators.
When it comes to vaping, the truth can get clouded. So let's make it clear. Vaping is not safe for kids, teens, or young adults. It's just not.
Because vaping can put microscopic particles into your lungs.
And dangerous things like metals and volatile organic compounds into your body.
And nicotine, the same highly addictive substance found in regular cigarettes.
Nicotine can harm a person's brain development through their mid-20s,
affecting learning, memory, attention, and impulse control, and priming the brain for other addictions.
Vaping products also come in kid-friendly flavors that can make them appealing to youth.
And many kids also use other drugs, like marijuana, in vaping devices.
With appealing flavors, high nicotine levels, and lots of promotion on social media,
many kids think vaping is harmless, but it's not.
So talk to your kids about the risks of vaping, because when you talk, they hear you.
to add insult to injury here as we field it, though, up at the 50-yard line.
Wyatt Wallace, the freshman, falling on the ball there. Great job.
1st and 10 for West Washington. They'll bring the offense out. 3 turnovers here in this second half have resulted in 3 scores for the Blackhawks here. Well, not 3 turnovers. They ran the kickoff back, and then 2 turnovers on a botched pitch and an interception return for a touchdown. Gives us 46-7 here. Senators back out with the offense. 9 minutes to go. Running clock now. As they'll hand it off in the backfield, it'll go to McCoy, and he'll take it off the right side, a gain of about 6 yards. Well, no, they only give him 5. Well, say 4. 2nd down 6. They keep going the other direction. 46-yard line for the Senators.
Update from Silver Creek here in the 4th quarter. Silver Creek up 19-12 on Eastern.
So Senators will split a couple guys out here wide to the near side. Chase will go under center, eye in the backfield, turns, hands it off, crests the ball carrier. Flag coming in there, and the ball's loose.
It's going to be Springs Valley
They come up with the ball, but I'm not sure what the official's saying here. Holding
against the Senators. Score from Corden tonight. Scottsburg up 35-7 on Corden.
So that'll move it all the way back to the 44-yard line. And it'll be 2nd down and about 16.
All righty, here we go. IMG, Ben Davis. Big one there, IMG Academy.
Yeah?
Bradenton, Florida, 27, Ben Davis 7. And see, I think the IHC's appealed that rule about how far you can travel now for games.
2nd down and 16. I know we're traveling, but we're traveling the wrong direction.
Yes, we are.
As we go back on the holding penalty. Kenton under center, turns, hands it off to Kress, and he's met at the line. We're not getting anything up front. And he almost fumbled that ball away. So a loss of 4 by Kress, and there again we're going the wrong direction. 3rd and 21 now for the Senators, back at the 41-yard line. .540 to go. Break the huddle, come to the line. Kenton will go under center. Eye in the backfield, turns, hands it off. Just a straight draw that we've ran all night long for little or no success, as that time Grayson McCoy, the ball carrier, got it back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. So it'll be 4th and 21 at the 41, and we'll have to punt it away.
Halftime score from Leopold. Paley up 24-6 on Perry Central.
Okay. This one here just more lopsided than I thought it would be. I really thought this would be a tight game, but we have just done nothing offensively.
And gifting quite a bit, and it's just...
Yeah, and give away a lot in turnovers. Like we said, that's one of our keys. Punt goes to Hamilton. He makes the catch and then goes down. Nice open field tackle there by the Senators as Kress comes down to make that hit. So 31-yard line is where they will start. Their offense hadn't been out there much. It's all been their defense scoring here in the second half and their special teams. So 1st and 10 for the Blackhawks here at their own 31-yard line. 5:12 to go here, and the Black Valley offense back out there. Chase still back there at quarterback. Senators still shuffling people around defensively. Snap will come here on first down. It does. A turn, hand it off in the backfield. 41, the ball carrier.
Perkiser with the carry.
That's Allstott.
Oh, Allstott, sorry about that.
41. No, that was 41. Xander Cook, I believe.
No,
Nope, 42. You're right. It was Perkiser.
I eat a lot of carrots. Keep my
Yeah, your eyesight's good. So he picks up a 6-yard pickup, second down and 4 now.
You got some glare off your glasses. Where's the glare coming?
Well, I'm blind in one eye and can't see out of the other one. I can tell you that. So ball up at the 37-yard line now. Second down and 4. Chase out of the gun. Snap will come. He'll turn, hand it off. 41, Allstott the ball carrier. And that time he gets stacked up and goes down at the line of scrimmage.
3:52 left here in the game.
They give him forward momentum. He's going to be about the first. Well, that's a generous spot. We're going to measure now.
Because why not? Why not? Chain guys haven't got to do anything yet tonight.
I guess they were going to give them a little workout.
A little workout here. Got to do it. There's a rule. It's kind of like in the NFL when you have a thing. How about the Detroit Lions coming in big?
Oh, that was a big win for them.
Win.
And I tell you what, I like Dan Campbell and the way that he coaches his team. You know, he's got some guts, and he took a couple chances, and they paid off for the Lions, and they get a big win at Kansas City.
Yeah, that's going to be a first
and
down.
You know, all week he carried on about Kansas City having that, you know, that big celebration and all that, and he just didn't like that at all.
I have a bone to pick with that guy because he didn't kick enough field goals because I had his kicker on my fantasy team.
Yeah, I knew you was going to say that.
That's all I care about. Honestly, NFL, sorry, folks, it's either parlays or it's my fantasy team. So.
First and 10 at the 41 now for Springs Valley after the measurement.
College football's ruined for me this year. My Ball State Cardinals are playing the SEC. We played Kentucky week 1 tomorrow at Georgia.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, please pray for us.
Gets better. Snap comes. They'll hand it off. Allstott again. He'll take it off the left side. Good for a 3-yard pickup out to the 44-yard line.
And big noon game in Lincoln, Nebraska. Tomorrow, Coach Prime takes his Colorado transfer portal Buffaloes.
How about that game last week?
I mean, it shows the parity of college football too. I mean, there's the thing there, and every year there can be an upset. Every week there can be.
Second down and 10 now. Under 2 minutes to go here. Chase out of the gun. Snap will come. He'll turn, hand it off. Allstott again, left side. And able to take it out to about the 50-yard line, so a gain of 6. So it will be a 3rd and about 1.
Senators will return home in 2 weeks to play North Davies here.
Yep. Next week on the road at Paoli.
I think we're just radio only next week. Radio only, so you'll have to listen to us. One of these days we'll broadcast from like the top of an RV or something.
I hope that we can make some adjustments here. You know, defensively and offensively, we're going to have to find something taken on Paoli. Holding going to be called there as we come up and stop them short of the first down. I think you decline maybe here and go 4th and 1.
Senators after it'll probably be homecoming week, I think, there against North Davies, will return home to we'll go to the road to play Perry Central. And
so we're away, home, away.
And then we come back to play Crawford County and then finish up the season at home, which was at home. It's a scheduling anomaly, so people could balance schedules. The Lions will come here, which will gladly take that gate 2 years in a row there. So
absolutely,
when you only have 4 home games, so you got to do them.
So 3rd and 11 now. Inside 30 seconds here. This one's going to end 46-7. A drubbing here by the Hawks. Allstott the ball carrier. Picking up about 4 yards, so 46-7. Senators suffered their first loss of the season here to Springs Valley. in what was just a domination by the Blackhawks. I mean, they come in here, took care of business. Our offense did not score in the game. The only touchdown was that first score by Jackson Cameron on that fumble as he took it 7 score. From that point forward, it was all Springs Valley, and they're going to get a big W here tonight over the Senators, 46-7. Our final score here. So a final word from you, Coach?
Hey, I just want to wish Landon a happy birthday.
Yeah,
if he's
Landon.
watching this. I really miss the kid. Like I said, talking to him, and he's always been a great teammate and a great kid. Dude, Landon, if you're watching this, keep fighting. We're here fighting with you, so we're always thinking about you, buddy.
Yeah, and the Senators will have to go back to work. I mean, you know, your season's not over, but I think we found out a lot tonight about our situations, you know, and Springs Valley was just a better team here tonight. I mean, they come in, they were ready to go. They played phenomenal on both sides of the ball, and we just did not. And, you know, I think a lot of that was just, you know, I didn't like our game plan. I felt like, you know, that they botched the run there after that first series, and we just didn't try to do anything to get away from it. And, you know, that's what I talked about in our keys, you know, turnovers, which we lost. The keys to the game and having several guys on offense that contributed, we lost. Therefore, you know, you lose the game, and that's what happens. So Senators will go back to work. I know this staff will get them prepared. We'll have to go. Doesn't get any easier. Go on the road to Paoli next Friday night. So going to have to put something in maybe that, you know, going against a very good Ram squad next week. So we'll come back and we'll have that one for you on WWSR. No live stream next week, but we will have the radio there. So another word? Or no, you're done.
I'm good.
You're ready to go, aren't you?
It's been a long
You
week
look
here.
tired.
Yeah, it's been a long week. And I'm on night duty with a 5-month-old tonight, so it's even better.
I got you. So for Coach Brad Mills, the Professor Craig Akers, this is Bub Abbott. We say God bless you. Our final score once again, Springs Valley 46, West Washington 7. God bless you. We'll send it back over to the studio.